Do you hear it? The Earth is gone. We destroyed it to stop something worse.
Come closer.
We failed. It doesn't speak. It makes you listen. Now humanity survives in fragments. Colonies, wreckage, salvage. And the places we were told never to go. You are not heroes. You are what's left.
We miss you.
Return.
We are still here.
Don't forget us. Do you hear the call?
Speaking of which, hello and welcome to TattleTalesRPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. I am on the wrong starting map, and that sucks. We are off to a great fucking start. Katie, you won't be able to see anything just yet, because I am working on it. Normally, I open these sessions with where last we left off. But today, we ain't doing that, because we didn't leave off anywhere last time. There you go, you should be able to see the actual map.
Yeah, we didn't leave off last time. What happened?
Well, quite.
Right, something in your hand there, Pat?
I don't know what you mean.
Feeling a bit awkward, are we?
Who's gay?
But where last we actually left off is with the end of the Walking Dead campaign. With the great sadness that campaign ended, the dead overwhelmed. Just getting some music going here, bear with. The dead overwhelmed our party. But we are not returning.
Toilet noises.
Thanks, honey.
Sorry.
But we are not returning to The Walking Dead. We are testing that the YouTube chat works. We are back with a new campaign using the Alien RPG system, set within the universe of Voidcall. The Earth is gone, destroyed by our own hand. The campaign of Voidcall is set 122 years after this calamity. After an alien fungus swept across the planet and devastated humanity. There are legends and introspective sort of moments that lead to people remembering what happened. The slaughter at the dockyards, the mad rush to get off world. Humanity had been able to leave its birth cradle before the fungus took the planet, stretching out into the solar system and establishing colonies on Mars, Pluto, Venus and Mercury. Neptune itself became a grand shipyard and factorum, with its planets and its moons orbiting it, turning into swirling debris fields of orbital wreckage. Technology was at its peak. Hard light technology, what's now known as hemiopyric photonic lattices, had become the standard norm. But the end of all things changed that. The Voidcall fungus swept across the planet like a plague, subtly at first, insidiously, infecting water supplies, biomasses, kennels and storages. By the time the world knew what was coming, it was already too late. Eventually, the only thing that could be done was the end result. Detonatives were placed beneath every continent on Earth. A final countdown was achieved. Scientists across the planet made bids and attempted to do what they could to escape. There were 14 days to the end of the planet. The last morning that Earth knew was normal, people woke without particular excitement. Dr. Marina Erevicia and her team published emergency notes regarding the fungal filaments appearing across the subdermal layers of the Earth's mantle and crust. The marine ecologist Dr. Pavel Kornilov submitted reports to the World Health Organization describing coordinated microbial blooming. All were ignored. Over days 2 and 3, things began to go from bad to worse. People were killed in attempted cover-ups. The Albion Empire's war with the European conglomerate ended as Agricultural Minister Martin Fallow was murdered. On day 3, the first rupture forms took place. Across the planet, human bodies were torn apart, fungal structures erupting from every pore, every orifice, as a call echoed across the silent planet. Return to the soil. On the 7th day, famine took over. The food was short, the water was tainted. On the 8th day, mass cult uprisings created by the Voidcall fungus saw the deaths of Dr. Marina Erevicia in the Pan-Amazon Field Lab. Dr. N. Straw disappeared in the Bermuda Deep Platform, losing contact. The Spanish chairwoman, Anika Salaco, was the last surviving official and detained before Professor Wei Wujian was publicly denounced, and the last glimmers of hope that humanity had to combat this disease, this fungus, ended. On day 9, the actions of the UMP, the United Muscarian Peoples of Mars, caused the atmosphere to ignite, and hellstorms took the planet. The Albion Red Shields, that home guard that still remained here in what was left of England, attempted to get people off-world, laying down their lives under the command of a Captain Mainwaring before being butchered to the last man. On day 12, silence had fallen across the planet. The Kiev orbital dock had crashed into eastern Ukraine and southern Russia, the resulting detonatives causing a radiation zone continents wide. And on day 13, the Hades Protocol was enacted. Hemozydal reactors, the new technology of blood and flesh, were detonated beneath the planet's crust. Hemonuclear charges sundered the Earth and shattered it into the cosmos. Humanity had hoped that this would be enough, that this would, while we would destroy our birth planet, we would keep what remained. But it is not to be so. The Voidcall fungus spread, and in the 122 years since the destruction of Earth, Yggdrasil now is what remains. An enormous fungal bioform stretching out between the old astral remains of Earth to Luna and beginning to encroach on Mars. Humanity did not win. Humanity is gone. You are not heroes. You are all that remains. It is into this bleak landscape that we see our opening shot. The cosmos is a vast, dense place. For a thing so densely populated by the travelling convoys of humanity, it is sparse. One can go for days without interacting another living being. And while it is a cliché to say, the silence is deafening. In that silence, as we look out into the stars, we hear the first noises of our campaign. It is not the gunfire of a party in battle and standing defiant, nor the singing of a tavern intro for maybe D&D, but clips, like an echoing wail in the oceans of old Earth before they boiled away. Sonar clicks, as thrusters burn and blood ignites. From the darkness of the void, moving like a whale with its tail beating rhythmically, comes a singular spaceship. Its back is spined with radiation fins and solar panels. Its tail resembles human feet, but the toes have been replaced by biometric thrusters and sanguinosine reactors. The fore of the ship, where the whale's gullet is, has been replaced by tendrils that reach out into the void and taste the currents of the cosmos, the solar waves, the radiation pathways. And as the ship drifts through space, letting out these mournful, hey Novo, these mournful echoing cries, on the ship, as we fade into it, there is a quiet echoing of those mournful cries. The interior of the ship is not a metal structure. It is not a sleek, smooth sort of marching sort of, iron and steel. It is a living organism. There is metal used to support it, like bones. But along the inside of the tunnels, they are slick with sweat and blood. The walls constantly seeping. As we flicker through those walls, going deeper and deeper into those tunnels, we find ourselves at the core of this vessel, at the most important part of it. I would like to draw your attentions, please, to the GSC. The Gestalt... I forgot what it was called, hang on. The GNC, my apologies. Bye, honey. Katie's gone. The Gestalt Neural Core. Here we see a spherical organ, much like a beating heart, suspended by cables and wires. And nestled in that organ, drinking in amniotic fluid with an umbilical cord descended into his mouth, nerve optics and fibrous cables going into his eyes that are peeled open by a pair of spliced needles. The ends of his fingers have parted and have given way to long red tendrils that feed into the sack that he is floating in. Pat, would you please introduce your character?
Indeed. So this is Caspian Stinger Varut. He is about 6'5" in height. He's built like a swimmer and he's got blood red hair, not that you can really tell in the fluid he's floating in. And it kind of comes back into a point of almost like the pool from Avatar. That is connected in and helps control the ship.
Okay. The first thing you would notice about this man is while he is human, humanity has evolved in this time frame. The kindness, the generosities of humanity are now long gone. The man, as I say, the man is merged with the ship, with the pipe going down his mouth, with the cords in his eyes, but even his own skin bubbles beneath the surface, a constantly shifting lattice of memory foam like muscle. Pat, to introduce your character, it has been days that you have been piloting the Babylon. The ship is tired. You can feel it in the bones of the vessel. Your neurological makeup now actively translates into the Babylon. And while you are piloting it, you do find it difficult when it gets like this, because your blood type, while unknown, is different to that of the human clone stock the Babylon is made from. So the first role of this campaign, Pat, is please to roll me essentially a animal handling check, a piloting check for the Babylon, to maintain your Gestalt consciousness within it.
I will push that.
You can't pilot the ship.
Okay, so here we are introduced to the first of our reoccurring. I'm very distracted by my wife right now, pulling faces at me. Reoccurring mechanics from that's what I'm going to say you were doing. From The Walking Dead. D6s are all you need, 6s on the dice, pushing results in stress. Stress does not mean zombie attacks though. Stress will result in shit going horribly wrong in other ways. But on the one success, Pat, you push into the main brain, the membrane of the Babylon. You hear this echoing. No worries, Novo. That's why I've included the dice result thing on the stream, because I can't. It doesn't want to stay, annoyingly. You push your consciousness into the Babylon's mainframe, and the synaptic synergy that you share with it, you kind of can hear bits of. It's nervous. Its body is tense. Every time the thrusters burn, it hurts. You get the feeling you're not going to get much more mileage out of it, Pat. Is there anything you would like to do to try and counter that? This, like Walking Dead, this is a very narrative-driven system. Nothing is too small. Let me put it that way. No action is too small.
I will possibly slow down.
Okay.
And try and see if there's any. Send up like a sensors sweep.
So sensors will come to. So as you slow down, you will it onto the ship. You feel the pain as your ribs part and heat blossoms from them to try and counteract the acceleration of moving through the void. As you do, your eyes twitch behind their retinal connectors, and you send a synaptic burst through the ship. Let me check who is currently at the sensor array. Our current sensor op is Tatiana. Tatiana, if you would please introduce yourself.
You mean Tatiana or Titania?
Titania, whichever way it's said, I don't know. I'm waiting for the character to inform me.
So, Titania is, Titania is, how can I explain? A weird person. She's completely white, like pale white skin.
Mm-hmm.
Has black eyes with like red irises.
Where is she?
Complete white hair.
There she is.
Completely, like her face and body is full of scars. Some of them are recent.
Mm-hmm.
And she constantly has this smile on her face as she moves. She looks around, her eyes are never also stopped. It's always like looking for something and muttering to herself. She is very spindly. About like 170, 180 centimeters tall, so I've made her 70 and meter 80.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also known as Valkyrie from her both her last name Valkyrie and her previous role before joining up the crew. She was a Valkyrie, a combat medic.
Indeed. As you are sat at your station, you're not quite as interfaced with the ship as your pilot is. But you do still have a little bit of that requirement. You're not like linked by the eyes, but your sensor desk in front of you that handles your radar, your sensor sweeps, your fingers have been pushed into the holes in the desk in front of you, kind of like pencil sharpeners. As you have pushed your fingers in, it does feel like a pencil sharpener. Your skin first gets flayed, then small suturing needles spread your muscle mass and suture themselves to the end of your nerve endings, so that when the radar lets out it and the ship physically convulses as it sends out that wave of echolocation, you feel it come back to you through your body, Valkyrie. The asteroids that you're pushing through detect on your hands as though you're holding them, like you're running your hand over a cobbled surface. Pat, what was it you sent down to Gabe? It was a sensor sweep, right? What did you want?
To look for any contacts, see if there's any place we can put ourselves in orbit or to sync up with.
Okay. Gabe, that's going to be a Comtech roll for me.
Got it, so let me go to my player capture that out.
Mm-hmm. Another thing you guys can do, I believe you all have observation rights of the Babylon, or you might all be owners of the Babylon, I believe. The actual character sheet. That will be useful for space combat, because you can roll through the ship. Okay.
That is
one success.
yeah.
On the which is a stress die.
Oh.
One success on the dice there, Gabe. You feel the return ping, and your radar beeps in front of you, showing that nearby there is another vessel. We will come to that soon as I go through the reason you are here, but first I wish to introduce our characters. So we will pause time on you there for a moment, Gabe. In the pause of time, as Pat sends out that sensor-wide shudder, the Babylon, being a male ship, has certain hormonal responses: pleasure, pain, anger, arousal. And as a flush of arousal floods through the ship that you live on, gun ports extend from its underside. Large, protrusional barrels sticking into the void like members. Grappling with the space whale penis, Liam, would you please introduce your character at the gunnery deck?
Wow.
Welcome to TattleTalesRPG.
Jesus, talk about fucking typecast as a gunner.
Hey Bob,
Right.
Yes, darling.
don't forget his glasses.
You're so bloody difficult. Go on, Liam.
Right. For this campaign, I am Kalaya Ibramovich. I am hired mercenary on the run from my previous employer after attempting him to shoot him in the face. I was successful. He did not die. That was unfortunate. I now have a wanted poster on every CCC station with the fucking lie saying that I am 5'6", yet they call me Ghost 7 on my call sign. That is where the 7 went fucking missing. I am currently employed onto the role of gunner upon the Babylon, and fighting the boners of this fucking ship is something that, unfortunately, I am very good at.
Handling the ship. No, I can't make that joke.
Yeah, no, you cannot.
There is a truth, however, to the fact that you are contracted here. None of you want to be here. It's a tough life in the void, but somebody's got to do it.
I mean, who does?
Well, maybe you do, Katie, but we'll come to you. It's a tough life out in the void, but somebody's got to do it. You are members of the CCC, known as the Free Seas, the Coalition of Compromised Citizens. You are criminals. Dirty criminals. All of you, while you don't know your individual crimes, or perhaps not all of you do, all of you know that you are here for a reason. You have been subsonded to the CCC as Gabe decides to go spacewalk onto the tendrils of the ship, I guess. You have been subsided to the CCC because you have committed a crime that your individual nations, be they the United Moscarian Peoples, be they what remains of the Albion Empire or the Arcus of Pluto, they're fed up with you and they want nothing to do with you. Now, there is one more person on this ship outside of Lou. Actually, we'll come to Lou first, though I haven't made his token. As you are drifting through space, as the sensors move out, the ship ripples and shudders, and we hear muffled expletives, anger and frustration, as Lou Kakatani, you are in your science lab, surrounded by jars and boxes and air-vac seals. Your entire lab is meticulously organised and highly volatile, to the point where you were placing a jar delicately on a desk, and as the ship has rippled from the activation of its gun prows, the jar has tipped in your fingers and clanged onto the desk.
You would definitely have like those shelves you get on ships where they...
Yeah, you were trying to put it in. The jar hasn't cracked or broken, but it's a reminder of the sheer danger of the chemicals you handle. What does Lou look like, Katie? Who is Lou Kakatani down here in the science lab, away from other people as much as possible? Do remember to speak up a bit, because obviously you're using my mic.
I mean, he's just your average, everyday Japanese guy, you know. That he's, you know,
Yeah?
Asian with glasses, you know.
So, behind the EVA spacesuit he wears, Lou Kakatani has a pair of thick, sort of wide-brimmed glasses. The EVA suit he wears is highly modified for his role as science officer of the ship. The only problem is none of you actually know why Lou was sent here. All you know is that you have a scientist on the vessel, and he has taken up station deep within the bowels of the ship, where he has brought aboard various specimens. His oddness aside, however, you guys do have a little bit of a side business. using Lou's particular talents for the selling and procuring of various narcotics and pseudo-illegal items. All of this is headed up, of course, and watched over by a singular individual who currently is on the top of the ship, at a viewing post at the very height of the vessel. David, you are surrounded by a glass dome. Hard light holographics illuminate the room around you. Now, have you ever been to like a zoo where they have meerkats and they have like the glass domes that they pop up and look around out of?
Yep.
That's what you're in, but looking out over the space around you with holographic fields in front of you. You alone, David, have access to the dossiers of everyone on this vessel. You know the backstories to Nines, though you don't want to call her Nines. You know the backstory to Ghost 7, to Lou Kakatani. But David, who are you? Please introduce your character, as you are the captain of the Babylon.
So the name is Alfred Griffin, commonly referred to as Al, only his mother called him Alfred. He was part of a raider crew that was eventually captured by the CCC. Whilst under the care of the raider crew, he was brought and moulded into a breach and rush style of brutality, inflicting mass damage in short space of times to create discord between enemy ranks. He's constantly on the lookout for members of his old crew, but won't reveal much else outside of that. And is generally pretty blunt with his delivery of things. It's quite rough, but gets the job done, which is the main thing. So in this situation, come link up with the pilot and find out what's going on.
Okay. Comlink is established. You're able to sort of bring it in as a quivering sort of membranous mass grows out of the ship in front of you. And as you place your hand on it, even though you don't particularly use the, what's it called? The Hemozoic nature of the world, even you have to use a little bit. So as a bone needle pushes into your palm, a shivering synaptic response goes down to Pat, and a live feed is established.
Right, what's going on down there? Ship shuddered like mud for a second then.
Babylon is tired, Captain. Got something else?
No.
I have requested a sensor pulse to find contacts.
Of course the ship's tired. All of us are tired. Doesn't give it an excuse to throw a bitch fit. That's right. Keep me updated and then half the way to the nearest docks. If this thing is gonna pass out, the very least we can do, it can do it close to a fucking port where we can cruise in. Fucking hell.
So
I'll relay with CCC about what's going on.
okay, perfect. That sets me up. Say again, Pat?
I'm waiting on report from sensors, Captain.
Not a problem. Keep me in the loop. I'll make contact with CCC if they're done with you. Oh, it's one headache after granola with this ship sometimes.
As you sort of say that, disgruntled, the ship would respond with a heavy sort of angry at being called out, essentially.
Yeah, I'll sever the communication link to the thingy, to Pat, and go, yeah, you temperamental bastard. All of us have got a job to do, so do yours.
As you say that, you go through the comms, and I'd need a contact check from you, please, David.
Yeah,
as you attempt to make contact with the CCC.
Skills. There we go.
What we got? No successes. Would you like to push? It will affect what you receive. Okay, so we have our first result here. So we do get a success, but you did roll a stress. The way stress works is you roll a d6 and you add how much stress you have. The system's done this automatically for you, and in this instance you have kept it together. So David, there's a moment as you sort of reach out to the CCC and you try to activate a live comms. It doesn't work. The idea of communicating over such vast distances is incredibly difficult. You are too far away from the nearest CCC watchtower or prison tower. You need to be closer. But you do have sort of communiques coming in from days and weeks prior. And as you open up those files, if you press J, you will find your first mission. You receive a dossier, a data spurt, that scrambles, and then the face is revealed of a dark-skinned, sort of Latina-looking woman in a heavy iron sort of girdle and sort of EVA spacesuit, with the CCC markers on the collar. And she sort of leans into the camera and flicks it a few times, getting a disgruntled result, and she goes, "Crew, this is..." Actually, let's use the voice mod. I forget I have this sometimes. Let me know if voice mod works, by the way, because it doesn't always.
Crew. Can you hear me?
I hear mumble, but nothing.
Same here.
Can you hear me?
That's coming in too quiet, mate.
Why?
Okay, how about now?
That's just your voice.
Hear you.
But you can hear me for... Okay, for some reason Voidcall's muffled then. Okay, voice mod's muffled. But she goes... As I'll say it normally, but there is this... There is static. In the background of the static, if you were to really listen, you would hear the moaning of the machines used to transmit the signal. You would hear the synaptic and the thoughts of the animals that they are, the clone stock used. But you try not to ponder on such things, because it makes even the most hardened space veteran uncomfortable. She leans in, flicks the camera and goes, "Crew, this is Arbiter Angelina, CC Orf code C4BB27. I hope that by the time this reaches you, you'll be on the way. Congratulations on your probation. I hope that you do the CCC proud, and that you find you find a way to prove yourselves worthy of the freedoms that have been afforded to you. I would like to take this opportunity, of course, to remind you that you are not free people. You are not free citizens of the Earth that remains, the Albion Empire, the UMP, of the Neptune, Osiris, or of anyone else. You are still convicts of the CCC, as is your vessel, though the crimes are indeed redacted. You have been assigned and have awoken from cryosleep roughly prior to this message, and indeed, a few days ago you would have awoken from cryo. I should have fucking introduced with that, but oh well. Cryo would have been how you got to where you are, though you are unsure where you are right now. That's what you'll need to work out. You've been assigned to a recovery operation on a drifting second sentence class at the edge of the Bloom Zone. Not too close to the Earth where it was, but due to some various shards that are flying out, so expect the Voidcall. Please make sure you appropriate all the usual measures. I don't need to stress on you that we will not attempt to recover you under any circumstance. Due to the fact that you will be drifting to the edge of the bloom zone, and you are well within the Earth exclusion zone, we have assigned to your vessel a scientist of the CCC by the name of Lou Kakatani. He's a specialist in the Voidcall, and a specialist when it comes to interacting in bloom zones. Please be aware, however, that he is compromised under Voidcall regulations, with suspected Voidcall activity and synaptic compromisation. Your target, crew of the Babylon, is Marshal Atticus Belmont. We believe he is aboard a vessel known as the Eel. You'll see why. You are to board this vessel, locate Belmont, and return him to CCC custody around the orbital zones of Mars and the UMP. Time is limited. The ship is on a decay vector deep into the bloom zone, so the longer you're there, expect higher Voidcall resistance. Don't trust your own force, your own instincts. They'll be fighting against you. Once you cross that threshold, you won't be able to receive any further communiques from us. The bloom zone will interact and distort it, and recovery will not be available. This is a retrieval contract. Don't complicate things, and for the love of the Pantheon, please don't kill Belmont. Recover him, bring him to the CCC. Pantheon preserve you. And the transmission cuts. It's at this moment as you receive that transmission, David, do you share that with the crew?
I will relay back to the crew that we have a mission from the CCC, and that also that we need to get closer to a CCC tower for us to be able to enter communication with them in regards to our current situation.
So,
in regards to our pathing, I will also notify the pilot of a new pathing route for him to then plan out accordingly.
So, contact for you, David, please.
Not a problem.
What we got? Ooh, we're gonna push?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay. Here we go. So this is where it begins. So you do succeed, but as you do so, something about that message just makes you a bit tense, David. You look down at your hands. You're an old raider. You're fine with fighting people, something that you can punch and shoot. And indeed, holstered at your side, you can feel the heat of your sidearm as it links with your nervous system. But you see your hand trembling slightly. The Voidcall. Yggdrasil. You can't fight that. You breathe it in. It contaminates your own synapses. So as you can see, David, you are now under the effect of trembling. All skill rolls using your agility will suffer a -2 until you stop panicking. Relieving panic can be done via interacting with your fellow NPCs. It's more of a narrative thing, you understand? It's to encourage someone to go and help. And it's a button on your character sheet to cancel it.
Okay.
But we will come to that. As you send that data packet, two things become apparent to you. You guys have been in cryosleep for roughly 14 weeks. You have made it to the edge of the bloom zone, to the Earth exclusion zone, where no one is meant to go. Because this is where the Earth exploded, and the void is thick with spores. Unfortunately, this is where you have been sent. And as you begin to drift in, the sensors come online, and from the viewport that you have, David, you can see that you are beginning to drift into an asteroid field. I'm going to add everybody onto the new map, but I need checks from each of you. I need a piloting check from Pat to coax the Babylon into this place. It does not want to go. I need a gunnery check using the Babylon stats. If you click on its character sheet, Liam, you'll be able to click. Gunner. Oh, you'll be able to click on the male gun of your choice, right? From you. And from Gabe, I need a Contech roll. This is to get... I'll describe what's going on as we go. I need to go grab the rulebook. But make those rolls for me. And Katie, you are entering the Bloom Zone. This is where Yggdrasil is. This is where the Voidcall is.
I'm happy
This
with
is
that.
Lou's field.
Shame I don't have a character sheet.
Oh, I'll sign it.
So
You do have one.
Just a gun of my choice, right?
Yes.
Nerf gun.
It's
I see a yellow dice.
nothing.
I'm so glad he said that.
I am adding... I'm giving you ownership of your character sheet, honey.
Oh, game.
Jaff,
Would I be
owner.
able to provide observation of the field as we go?
Yes, so this is what I'm about to show you. So, as you begin to dip into the oncoming asteroid field, everyone got at least one success. You see two things. Liam, you fire the gun as you are moving into the debris field. You are shooting this railgun into oncoming asteroids, detonating them as small meteors, burning them up before they hit you. The gun shudders with each fire, the entire vessel of the Babylon repulsing as it literally, to the Babylon, it is spitting this ammunition at these oncoming asteroids. Gabe, on the sensors, you send out an echo ping and receive multiple signs coming back. Due to that, I'm going to add you to our space map. The main sign that returns is of a ship at least 2 to 3 times larger than your own. It's coiled and drifting through space. Derelict and dead. The actual ship itself has died. The animal it once was, the human clone stock. Looking at it, a ship this size is probably 3 to 4 generations of clone stock having been used. Maybe an entire family was put to the bubbling vats. You see 3 things, not 2 things. The first is the eel coiling ahead of you, 200 to 1,000 meters away, through the debris field. The second thing you see is that the air is thick with porous dust, purple filamentations moving through the cosmos around you, glowing with a red, purple, indigo light that illuminates space. These are just the largest clumps of the Voidcall fungus. And the third thing you see, perhaps most terrifying of all, far in the distance away, cosmologically, to you far away, but cosmologically you're essentially tapping on it, is a structure that spreads from the largest asteroids, sinewy and bracken-like. You see a tree blossoming in space that as the sun hits it, it catches it and moves slightly. Purple flowers open on it and then dissolve into spores that drift in the solar winds. For the first time in all of your lives, you each look upon Yggdrasil, the tree that killed the Earth. The Voidcall. Just for the sake of RP, I would like some responses to that. I hope I've oomphed it up enough. But we are talking a tree, a fungal superstructure the size of several planetoids.
Well,
Hell thing, why would... Why could that thing destroy the entirety of the Earth? Of all of everything that we have done, everything that we have stood on. All those people died to that foul thing. Can we not shoot it here?
Oh, but think about the good part. They're not dead completely. You have to think about them as not there no more. It's like it's a very interesting situation. I should tell you that there were some people when you open them, you find the tendrils all around it. It's very interesting. If you ever want to, I can put some on you, and then I can open you up to show you. It's very interesting. Also,
My God, I want to shoot you.
Why?
I don't like this, Captain.
I don't
Neither do I.
Everyone knows if you can see the tree, you're already dead.
You're already dead anyway.
Fortunately, this isn't where I would have wanted us to be, but orders from above. Fucking CCC. Jesus Christ. Right. Okay. Eyes open, people.
Hey, Captain. Worry not. I have me inside to take care of all of you people. Also, I have seen the ship we're looking for. It's right
Oh,
ahead of us.
thrilling.
Also pretty big.
The medic wants to carve us open more than heal us.
Honestly,
Yes, very interesting.
as long as he can patch us up when we get rode over by whatever's on these whatever's out there, I don't care. Right.
Okay.
How's ammo looking down there? 7.
Liam, that's you, I think.
Beg pardon, you cut off for me.
How's ammo looking down there, 7?
I was looking just fine. I have enough to blow a hole in several ships, provided we could persuade this ship to fire their fucking gun.
Well, this ship might need a hole in it anyway, so...
I have just finished polishing the armaments. We are not blowing a hole in this ship.
Not this ship. The eel, you dumbass.
If we get closer, Captain, I can try and get a sensor to pick up a empty cargo bay. We could take the shuttle over.
We'll give that a go. Okay, get us closer. Get us as close as you can. Try and get a read on anything that you can get on the sensors. The more info we have, the better. I don't want us going in dark just yet.
Oh, that's going to be a
Comscan
little bit hard
detected any
because
particular threat?
Nothing.
As you guys are having this discussion, Katie, you are in on this. What is Lou's reaction to being in the Voidcall? What do you mean? Why are you putting that face at me?
I don't know, I just...
So, think if this was Alien RPG, you were obsessed with xenomorphs. This is like you're walking into a xenomorph hive. This is the mama of everything that you study.
I think he would just be minding his own business, getting his specimen bags ready, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, putting new batteries in his camera, yeah. He's just sat at the table. I assume they're in like a canteen or something. He's just sat.
Yeah, well, everyone's around the ship. You were in your lab last we checked in.
Yeah, he's just kind of like ignoring everyone else and just setting up his equipment ready to go, like packing a bag.
So,
Lou, come in. I've not heard from you.
Yep, receiving.
At least I know you're not dead. Right.
Lou, do you have my happy pills? You know the ones that they give me? The
Doc.
blue ones or the red ones?
Doc.
I don't remember.
Keep the channel. Keep personal communications to communication times. We're on a mission debrief right now.
Me, myself, and I, we will keep quiet.
Thank you, Doc. Right, Lou. Once we got a confirmation on what's going on in the eel, you'll be joining me as as part of the breaching team. I need you to prep anything for potential balloon contamination that you can think we'll need. If anything's gone wrong on that ship with any kind of filtration, we could be screwed, so keep your head on a swivel and report anything.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Get that ready.
Okay. As you all push in towards the eel, you drift through the debris field. As you twist through space, you find yourselves slowly beginning to line up with the eel itself. You can see various openings, ports, fissures, and sort of orifices that you could enter via. As you do so, I need a Comtech roll from one of you to try. You can't actually dock with the Babylon. You didn't purchase an umbilical cord when you designed your ship, which remains to be hilarious. So the question is how you're going to get there. I believe the idea was to use the shuttle.
Yeah.
We open a hole on the side of the ship and come in like
So,
parasites.
In that case-
will roll him off for the shuttle.
In that case, if we could please have a Comtech roll from one of you, and you can give the help action if needed. One person can give the help action.
I'm rolling 65 for that. That's just from the bad one, is it?
So I was trying to find the help action in turn, but that's fine. Just go with that.
Just ignore me.
What was that, Katie?
I just did it. I was like,
Oh, I see.
you asked, I provided.
It's extra dice. I mean, we've got a it was that you rolling that Comtech.
Yes.
Shall we take that one?
We'll take that one.
We'll take that one. All right. As you do, you see, as you approach, what the fuck? Who's rolling radiation? Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's my bad. I misclicked.
I was gonna say anything like that will affect the stats of the ship. Radiation will fuck you up.
Redeem.
Do not redeem. Okay, thankfully that didn't seem to affect anything. We're not in a radiation zone just yet. Bear with.
Oh my god, that's a lot of radiation rolls.
Radiation permanently reduces your health, so please don't fuck with that. Where was I? I was going to send you a list of stuff. Combat actions. We don't need them just yet, but they're always good to have. As you begin to push towards, it's around here somewhere, as you begin to push down towards the derelict eel, you would see that there is no hangar bay for the eel, for you guys to actually dock with the Cameron, your shuttle. Also, if you look in Hangout, you will see Lou's data dossier. There we go, I found the page.
Also, I'll need every member's the brief backstory for like their dossier and backstory and stuff available for me to review.
Or we just give you the dossiers.
Yeah, I just need the dossiers.
I'll send them to you.
So I can, yeah.
But there is no space, there is nowhere for you to actually dock with the shuttle. No large enough hangar. You can see man-sized holes in the ship. What would you like to do?
Captain, we will not
Far
be
away.
shuttle over.
Here.
If we blow a hole, we may compromise the mission.
Problem is, best bet would be Right.
I mean, it is already dead. And how alive do we need to bring the target?
Ideally, alive. Guess if he's already dead, the very least we can do is recover the remains.
See? Plus, would they even know if we cause his death unknowingly? I mean, we can just bring a couple limbs back. They wouldn't care.
Practical prudence would suggest that we scan the vessel for any life signs.
That's doable.
Alright.
Also, if you look into the mechanics chat in Discord, I have just sent all the combat fast and slow actions that you can take. The way combat works is in your turn we have initiatives. In your turn you get 2 fast actions, 1 slow action. Okay? Nice and simple.
Right.
It's a rubbish fighter.
Make a scan. Let's get a scan on it.
Okay.
See what we pick up, guys.
Aye.
Alright, let's get a contact
Doc.
scan then. It would need to be either David or Gabe who is at the sensor prow.
Doc, you know what life signs look like. How to read a life sign better than I do in this situation. Make a scan.
And
Even
they
if it's
use
faint.
the
course I
ship's
do.
contact. Because
Using
they-
the go on.
Because they'd be at the ship station rather than using their own.
Yes, the ship's contact. To be fair,
That's
which
fine.
does use your own, to be fair, but
But yeah, we got a 1. We got a 6.
okay. You scan the outside of the derelict. It would be possible to blow an entrance into the side of it. You could achieve this in one of 2 ways. Actually, no, I think it's going to be a combination of both. You are going to need... Oh, you're scanning for life signs or a way to dog?
Yes. Life signs first.
Okay. Life signs. You scan. There are 4 life signs on the vessel. But 1 comes back as stagnant. So 3 life signs that are active, 1 that is what I would describe as in stasis.
Oh, I have 4. 3 of them seems to be active currently. That could indicate a vast number of possibilities that seems to be quite understandable. Weird. I mean, the ship is already dead. I don't even believe that they should be, like, properly alive yet. They should probably be in stasis, like the 4th one. Yeah, the 4th one is also in stasis. But the other 3, they are, they are active. That could indicate a severe case of they're probably dead, but walking around like fucking corpses. And it's just keeping them alive for funsies. Or they're somehow generating their own oxygen or something look-alike. I don't know, but yes. We may find combat.
Okay.
Captain, a solution would be if we suggest to the good doctor that we prepare any cryopods for potential guests. Either that or extraction. They are worth.
I do believe, in fact, that on your vessel you do have a singular cryopod for just this sort of thing.
Well, regardless of, Belmont is our main priority here. Ideally, if everything's right, he'll be the one in cryo, and he'll have an active should be whatever remains of an active crew panicking now that the vessel has died. We'll go based on a limb and assume that the vessel has not long been terminated. And I pray that's the best bet.
Would
Otherwise-
I know anything?
Okay. Right.
Also, would I know anything like to see? Can I see any kind of, I don't know, I don't think that would happen in space because no oxygen and shit, but would I see any kind of signs that the vessel has been dead for longer than what we are thinking? Like any kind of decomposition, infection,
Yeah.
anything that's appeared.
Yeah.
Why he died.
That would also. You would look for decomposition. I would also ask that Katie, Lou make a roll and check for potential signs of bloom contamination.
Very nice. Again, this is one of those systems where I'm not going to feed anything to you. Just go all out on what you guys want to do. Like, don't ever hold back.
I don't know what kind of role that would be.
Doc,
So-
Lou,
Please continue.
I
Please.
need both your eyes on this. Doc, I need you to check how long that thing's been dead for. Lou, I need you to get up to the to a scanning unit and check using the visual aid, using the visual system to see if you can see any signs of bloom infection on the ship that have affected the ship itself. Anything to give us an idea of why we've got 3 active life signals. Because if they have been infected, this is going to be that's going to change our mission parameters like mad.
Okay.
If. I can't believe they still think that it would be like an if at this situation. I loved it. I love the innocence of it.
So, in your case, Gabe,
I'm sorry.
when you're done waxing philosophical, in your case, Gabe, if you could be so kind as to please roll me a medical aid check.
Aye, aye.
This is to identify dormant systems.
1-6. Oh, sorry, 2.
1-6.
3
okay.
cases because of the yellow one.
And Katie, what did you get?
2 6s.
Let's delete that. So I'm just making sure I've got everything here done correctly. Perfect, over there. Okay. Right. Why is it not working? There we go. So, on the Katie's result, Lou, you get the data feeds coming in from your allies, and you sort of open them up on your personal PDAT, essentially a panel that you open on your.
What's that?
Can you stop that? I'm trying to work. Christ. She's shaking her tits at me as I'm trying to fucking destroy bioorganisms. If only Liam would do the same. You open up the data slate on your PDAT, your personal data feed, and you review it. Heightened heart rates. The scans are incomplete, but judging from just where you are and the damage to the ship, it is almost guaranteed that this is a infection zone. Anyone going outside of the Babylon, because the Babylon has the air scrubbers, anything outside of the Babylon, you are going to need to be in spacesuits, EVA suits, stuff like that. You all have them, but you are going to need to be in them. Air supplies are a big deal here. In response to Gabe's roll, I can see that we've rolled quite well. You can see... What were you specifically looking for, Gabe?
Any signs of decay or what has taken it out? Like whatever killed it, and if there's any signs of how long has it been?
So, there's no signs of external direct damage. You can't see the scorch marks of molten blood from hemopyric beam weapons. You can't see the telltale chipping of osteoballistics. It doesn't look like it was attacked. From the angle it's at is slightly odd, but I'll let people make assumptions and roll for that sort of thing. There is enough damage to the side of it, though, that you can see from freezing. The animals that make up the clone stock, the human clones that are used as spaceships in this world, bioheat is a big deal. The skin is bred to be resistant to the vacuum of new cold, with microbacteriums used to help generate constant heat. When the ship dies, so do those microbacteriums, and like any body, they freeze. Where this vessel has frozen due to its eel-like designs, bits of it have snapped. So segments have chunked away, so you've got huge gashes in the side of the eel leading into the internal corridors. Make sense?
Kinda.
So essentially there's no damage from weapons, but there's a lot of damage from the fact that it's a frozen body that's then broken in places. Because in space it freezes instantly.
I mean, it would take a little bit for the heat of the body to disappear.
Precisely, but so you can assume it's been here for maybe at least a couple of days. Would be I could give you that.
Got it. So she's gonna go back and start answering them. Well, by my estimations, could be between a couple of days, maybe even a week that he has perished. As for a quick examination, from what I could see, doesn't look like it has been attacked by anything. What can indicate a severe case of we are walking into something that has been infected and killed by within, or taken out by the crew, or any kind of, internal mechanisms that has failed. And that's why I always say to watch out when they walk outside. Anyway, the important part is we should probably get our suits ready. If you weird people don't already have it equipped, of course. We already acquired him. You possibly not. Questions?
Right, that definitely doesn't hand things out in a good direction. Lou, what you get on your rig? What did you make of it? Any bloom infection?
Light infection, but pea suits on will be fine. I think we should leave immediately. The sooner the better. Really.
Even as you say the sooner the better, Katie, it does just tickle at the back of Lou's mind. You could get samples on this ship.
Oh, that's why he said it. That's why he said it.
Oh, leave to go there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought you meant leave, get out of here.
Honestly, let's get on that ship.
Oh no, Lou is eager to go in.
he's like already wearing his suit already.
Belmont.
No dossier on Belmont. He is seemingly redacted, and that is by design.
He is disembarking to the CCC, Captain. It is likely he is in emergency cryostasis.
We've got to check the cryostasis. If it is him, great. If it's not, at the very least, whoever's in stasis can provide context as to what happened to Belmont. Okay, ship is dead. Eel is dead. It's probably got a contagion. An outbreak on board. At least 3 confirmed life forms. No easy access point, but with the ship being dead, it does make breach potentially easier. Okay.
Ow. But the amount of freeze that we can see, I would expect it to be extremely fragile. We would probably not even need to shoot at it. Just crashing the ship into it would open enough space for us to go in.
I'm not risking damaging the Babylon or even exposing it to potential infection, Doc. You know how badly that would screw us over.
So, to touch on this is where I said I was going to come back to things. There is a way to get onto this ship. It's risky, but short of ramming it, it's pretty much the only thing you've got. It's a 2-part problem. You can board via a docking umbilical, a lightweight one that you guys would have. Not one that you use actively, but, the sort of thing you'd use to bring passengers on. To do that, you're going to need to make a hole in the side of the ship. Now, you have purchased armaments to do such a thing. That is doable. Essentially, shoot the body. The only downside is that once that hole is there, someone is going to need to spacewalk to attach the umbilical. Someone's going to need to kick off the side of the ship, float through space to the derelict, holding on to that penguin clip, and then winch the Babylon into the side of the derelict.
I believe the best option would be the least essential personnel. Let's say the captain.
Dig.
Doc. Thanks for volunteering.
No.
Everybody heard the doc volunteer, right?
We could take the shuttle. If I get you close enough, one could jump out the back of it.
Yeah.
Through one of those doors.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say that's okay, but I'm not going to rescind on the spacewalk thing because I want to introduce those mechanics. But you can get closer with the shuttle, and then someone can climb out the side of the shuttle and sort of is an option.
Right. Okay.
Also, you will find under our lore page on Discord Atticus Belmont's CCC dossier. You won't find it very informative.
Okay, 7. I want you to blow a nice big hole near. Doc, where did you say whereabouts on the ship were the life forms?
You don't get to know that. It's a sweep.
Well, that's a complicated situation. Can't find shit.
You are captain, pointed in the direction, and I will fire at it.
Fire at will.
Figure out what else we've got. Right. Blow a hole in the midsection for me. We'll breach in there.
What do you want? Light, medium, heavy? I have options.
Heavy. Yes. Big hole. Easier.
You do not need to shoot the ship.
We need a hole for us to latch onto it easily. A light round should put a large enough hole for us to be able to reach through easier.
We do have a question. Wouldn't it be easier to shoot towards the bridge in the head?
And the bridge is also part of. We don't know where the life forms are. If we breach closer to the head and potentially strike because of vacuum closer to where the stasis pod is, we risk dragging it out.
From a tactical point of view, shooting at the bridge, comrades, will inevitably cause an issue, because if we need to interact with ship countermeasures to either enable or disable them, shooting the bridge is not within our primary. But opening fire at the midsection.
Just send a round into it. I don't need to waste any more.
Yes, I have fired gun before.
Yes, and look where that got you. Just fire it on my orders, please. Thank you.
He's already fired. As you say, fire on my orders. You hear the of the gun.
I was waiting for a command.
Speaking of, actually, who am I kidding? I believe I've made it so the gun can actually fire. Let me just slap this down so it's got a target. Hang on. There you go. I hope you love that retching noise, which is what the gun makes as it fires.
So, Verden.
Yes?
What part of wait for my command to fire don't you understand?
I slipped? Apologies, Captain.
You slip. How about I slip my fist into your face if this happens again?
Will not happen again. Apologies, Captain.
As the gun fires, and the Babylon makes this noise and cough vomits its project.
Unrelated.
As the DM gets, as the DM has a really good session. As it cough vomits its projectiles into the void. How many successes did you get, Liam?
1, I believe.
Okay. 3
no,
successes.
No, I got 3. I got 3. Yeah.
The osteo projectiles, which are essentially shards of bone, chunk into the side of the head of the eel, and you see the whole thing begins to twist and rotate, gracefully drifting through the void, turning sort of palm side up. You begin to drift closer, but you are now about as close as you can get without your fuckery beginning to take place between the two ships. And Pat, you would feel in the sensor cradle in the GSC, this is about as close as the Babylon's willing to get.
Then powering down non-essential operations, I will transfer to the shuttle.
Okay. So, everyone into the shuttle, I assume, or who's going where?
Lou's going in first. He's diving.
Does Lou want to do the spacewalk?
Lou's like, shotgun.
So as you're all pushing to the side, trying to get down to the shuttle bay on the Babylon, you all sort of...
Lou's all elbows.
You guys sort of go down the various levels. The Babylon, being quite a small ship, only has 4 floors. You push down to the... Where is it? I believe it is top floor, number 7, near the kennels. You push down to where the opening is, only to find Lou is already there, slapping the side of the shuttle, trying to wake it up. And you can see the shuttle, the huge catfish-like creature, looking at Lou, because it does have a human eye, looking at you going...
Can Lou put some of those drugs near its mouth, you know?
Lou, stop trying to drug the shuttle for fuck's sakes, man.
Captain,
just
performance-enhancing
improve
drugs for the shuttle might actually provide benefit.
I do believe the drugs are the best option for us, all of us. Can I have some, Lou?
No, he cannot have some.
You're not the ones
Don't
who need to get in its head.
the shuttle high off its fucking face on a mission. Oh my god.
So, you all crowd... I'm afraid I don't have a artwork for the shuttle. But you all crowd... I'm gonna work out how to clip that on YouTube, fuck's sake. I also noticed that as I made the noises of the shuttle, Frank joined the fucking call.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
As you guys sort of begin to board the shuttle, the side of it, the skin folds open, layers of fat ripple onto the ground, forming a gangway for you to enter into it. The shuttle is a simple creature. Brainstem, GSC, like the stomach has been hauled out to give place seating for you all. And you all sort of enter into the stomach's membrane. I assume, Pat, you link with it?
Yeah, I head straight to the GNC to link up.
So, stepping into the Gestalt neural core, you sort of immediately get into the fetal position. The controls of the shuttle are much simpler than those of something like the Babylon. You don't have the retinal insertions or the rectum, tubing. Instead, you simply plunge your hands into the amniotic fluid and feeling your fingers and flesh dissolve into it, you sensor link with the shuttle. And the first couple of images that come to you are a baying And once the sort of anger subsides, you get flashes of intent, rage, hunger, hunt, and then pictures, sensory links, Luca Kakatani, running, hunt, pounce. This thing wants to eat Lou.
Behave.
What must that neighbour's think?
Make a piloting check for me.
I don't get the extra for this one, but
I should stress, alongside all of the vile noises I'm making, there is just the echo of the human psyches that are making up this machine. With one success, you're able to tell it, the tone of your voice, it cowers like an angry dog. And as it makes this gargled choking noise, its stomach re-knits onto the side of the ship. Structural integrity is maintained. Its heavy forelimbs that do resemble human arms. I believe I have a token for it, so if I go back to the Derelict map. There we go. I need to make Voidcall music, by the way. I don't want, like, proper music. I want, like, audible, shizzle. Here is the token for the Cameron. A bit too big. It should be smaller than this. But you can see it does have, like, large human hands, where its, port and starboard wings would be. And it grips the edge, the frontal maw of the Babylon. And as the Babylon sort of maintains its position, shuddering as it tries to drift and stay in place with the eel, it lets out a slow pukage as its mouth opens, and it literally vomits the Cameron into the void. As the void takes the Cameron, the thrusters ignite, the hands pull it forwards, and it leaps out towards the eel. Before you begin drifting towards the eel, is there anything anyone would like to do?
Yeah.
I'd like to cozy up to the scientists and ask for the drugs that they offer.
Okay, give it 2 minutes. Katie's just gone to the kitchen, so give it a second.
Got it.
There you go, there's the camera.
Out of merest curiosity, do you know from the dispatch where this ship was procured? It has a remarkable attitude problem.
If I knew, I wouldn't have gone with the old bastard thing. Though we don't get our choices in this matter. Probably older than most of us here.
I suppose you are quite right.
We could kill it and request a new one.
We kill it, we owe more.
We kill it and we don't have a ship. It is not recommended.
It's just an idea.
Doc. Let's keep your ideas to the medical field where they are meant to be. You leave worrying about the ship and all that to me, or the pilot, hell, even the gunner. You are a medic. I need you focused on things like how the fuck can we make sure that this guy gets out, survives in cryo, gets out of the cryo safely, or can we maintain the cryo? Anything and everything related to our main mission goal. Stray too far from it, and you might be an unfortunate end because stupid bloom contaminated. Do I make myself clear?
Like blood. As a side note, I will also learning how to perform repairs on the ship. So technically speaking, I shall be able to help maintain her, or it, or him, whatever the fuck that garbage is.
The Corrosion you believe is male.
So I should be able to maintain him alive for longer. But yes, I do agree that for now I should probably keep my studies first and then later be able to perform surgery on it. As I have learned back in the day, performing surgery when you're still not able to completely understand the human body, it's a very complicated situation.
Christ. As you are saying that, Gabe, the scientist has sat back down and has awoken. Gabe was trying to interact with you. Say again, honey?
Oh, I see. He was just so zoned in on, like...
Lou was just like, fucking yes!
Like, very discreetly, aka she's going to be, like, leaning right to his face, well, pretending to, you know, what's the name of it? Speaking a very low voice, aka very loud. Do you contain the drugs I needed from before? You remember the blue or the red pills, or where they went? Don't remember, but they were good. You have more?
Oh, that. Oh, you can just have this. And he just offloads it out of his pocket.
What do you have on your character sheet, honey? What does Lou have character sheet wise?
I doubt he has drugs in his character sheet, to be honest.
You say that.
Let's see.
Someone does, I believe.
That is none of your business. I will not be disclosing what I have upon my person.
So Lou, as you sort of check your suit, you haven't got any of the usual, remedials that you would give your allies. But it won't take much to make some more, given a bit of downtime, maybe before you guys go into cryo. Now, on the ship, just to describe the shuttle slightly, as Katie distracts me by bouncing her mouse fucking everywhere, you would know that on the shuttle there are emergency suits. Let me check here. Air supply, no. Air supply 5, is that the one? Yes. So on the ship, there would be 5, one for each of you, V50 skin reactive pressure suits. These are lab-grown symbiotic clone stock armors that link with you, that are, they come with lungs. They are specifically clone stock bred with lungs. AKA you can wear them in space. They are the equivalent of your space suits. There is one for each of you.
Oop, nosebleed. Be right back.
I do have my special pilot one.
Yes, some of you might have better versions, but you may,
Is it, what's its armor rating?
On the Sim skin,
Yeah.
2.
It's the exact same as my own.
So, everyone check your armor if you have it. What you need to know is, do you have an air supply?
Armor who?
You might not have an armor, Katie. Yeah, you don't. you don't have a suit or anything.
Armor? Never
Would it be
there.
safe to say that over the course of interacting with the crew, my panic has gone down?
Yes, I did just... I'm not going to remove the panic dice, but I did remove the panic conditioned from you.
It's still in red on mine. Still
Where?
ticked as red.
Oh, ding.
Let me refresh the page. There we go, yeah. That's fine.
I did it.
I was just gonna check because it could just be one of them, like it hadn't refreshed.
No, that was I just forgot to right-click it. So the way these character sheets work, by the way, guys, is left-click does stuff, but right-click is used to undo stuff. So you delete stuff by right-clicking and selecting delete. You unequip it by right-clicking the picture, etc., etc.
So
Yeah,
we're talking
I
about
love
the...
So I believe you're wearing a bindweave, aren't you?
Yep, which is an armor 6.
Yep, but does it have an
0.
air supply?
It has air, but it is at 0 currently.
Yeah, so it doesn't have an air supply. 0 is 0.
I do have one too. It does have air 4, armor 3.
Nice. So, who doesn't? I've added one to you, Liam, because I know you don't. Katie, I've added the Sin Skin to you as well.
Nice.
Does anyone else not have a suit with an air supply?
I don't have an air supply, but
You're going to
Does
want one.
pan out.
Otherwise, you're just
Yeah,
going to be raw dogging the air on the eel.
Nice. Fluid.
Yeah, I will. I'll take an air supply.
Wait.
Okay, so
Wouldn't the
right-click
containment suit
containment.
be able to?
No, the containment
able to
suit doesn't. It's to represent the difference between like a suit that's like armor and stuff, or one that is specifically for void and that sort of thing. Not going to give everything an air supply.
That's no. I'm also looking at it, meaning could I not top the air supply up in a different kind of?
No, so the fact that your suit has an air supply of 0 is to represent the fact it doesn't get one.
Got you.
I may change that later down the line if I'm feeling nice, but it's there deliberately so that you can't always be wearing your power armor.
Damn it, Bobby!
Different from having the spacesuit or like really good body armor that just.
This is it, yeah. So they're built for different things. Anyone else? Does anyone else need air supply?
No, I've covered.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Okay.
Could always do more, huh?
In that case, I need one more piloting check from you, Pat. I am going to give you -2, however, due to the nature of the shuttle you are wielding. So when you click piloting, there should be a modifier you can put in.
I used right click for it, but I have it.
Yeah, works too. Oh yeah, right click, it brings up the optional box. Nice. One success. The shuttle drifts in towards the main crew stern quarters of the eel. You are maybe 7-8 meters now away from the hull. There's the soft of the air recycle within the Cameron. Who's going to get out and initiate the winch?
Right. What is the check for the winch?
It's a heavy machinery check once you get there.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Okay.
You're going to be relying on heavy machinery and mobility, predominantly.
Okay. Who's got experience setting up winches?
Well, I do have previous combat experience, so winches have been here and there.
Okay, so
Same
you know how to
here.
you know how to set the winch up. I know you've got combat experience. I'm asking, do you know how to set the winch up?
We do? How though?
You would all have basic
Questionable.
understanding of what you need to do. The concern is, how things will go, how your equipment vibes.
Okay.
I probably suggest not myself. I do not have heavy machinery training, so. What can I do?
Doc,
In this
you're
case,
hungry.
yeah,
You got any?
we would. We do.
any of-
Heavy training.
All of you do, yes? All of you do, Doc? Yeah.
Oh, not the third one, but they are inconsequential. The
out
two
of
of us do.
2 out of 3 of you, I'll take it. Doc. Like I said, I told you were volunteering for this. Thanks for
See?
volunteering properly this time. Gonna jettison out, get the winch set up, pull us in the rest of the way. Once we're as close as we can to the open, all of us will disembark and take a
see
review
you
of
out
the
there.
situation inside.
So she's just gonna go on all fours, rip, and try to get out of the ship by, being in all fours and crawling around.
Proper little crawl space.
Yep. Be like outside of the ship, gripping it with both hands and the legs,
Yeah. So I was trying to do something cool with my camera and I've just made it fucking horrific. If you look on stream.
Bob when it's 420.
Yeah, like, it's a vibe, honestly. I was trying to make my camera like the same aesthetic as Voidcall. Yeah, it's not gone well.
Let's go stand in the sun for a few hours.
Looks like I've been at the
And you.
You will learn to love me and fear me in equal measure. Bob a week late for 420. Not really my vibe, if I'm honest with you, but you know. There you go. I look nice and evil here. Let's up the camera a little bit. There we go.
Knuckles have red eyes.
Red eyes. Okay, so anyway, this is what my camera's gonna fucking look like for Voidcall. Apparently, horrific. So, who is going? You're Gabe. You're going to do the spacewalk.
Yep. Just crawling out like a fucking dog.
Okay. Crawling out from the undercarriage of the Cameron, you push. You sort of cling bit by bit underneath, your fingers sinking into the slubby skin. There's metal handrails that you're able to cling to, but some of them give way to bone. You are upside down on the underbelly of the ship, and as you crawl upside down, the ship's eye, a blue humanoid eye, watches you as you do so. And it's sort of that shuddering moment as you dig your hand underneath the eye socket, holding on to the bone, the cheekbone there, and the metal above it. And you sort of arc your head back and over, looking at the eel. You plant your feet on the side of the Cameron, and I need you to make... Oh, what should it be, methinks? I need you to make a mobility check to push off towards the eel.
Is there a window?
Yeah, you guys can see this. Usually ships like this, they have eyes as a side product of the clone stock nature of them, but usually their actual optical ports have been torn out and replaced by periglass and stuff like that.
That is a 1.
One
So she's
success,
just like,
no panic though.
Yep.
You
She's just
kick
gonna like, okay, Carmen, stay put. I will be back. Let's push herself out.
You kick off and you drift, and there's this as you drift through the darkness, through the blackness of the void. All you can see in one direction is the Cameron, the beast, the shuttle disappearing away from you. And as you try to twist your head, you are approaching the eel. You are, in this moment, Gabe, completely at the mercy of the Pantheon, the new gods. You can hear the howling of Morvelos as the god of death looks to you. Just take 1 point of stress for me.
Aye. She's going to look back at him. Hi. Do you think it would be bad if we just bite into the ship?
This man is insane. Shoot him.
You don't hear that. All you see, Liam, from your position on the Cameron, is the gently floating body of Nines moving towards the eel.
I wouldn't call it gently floating, as she's like spasming in all directions.
Proper twitchy.
While I'm apparently talking.
Nice.
It looks like she's being electrocuted.
There's a moment as you drift and you make that prayer to Morvelos. In the faith of the new Pantheon, death is an interesting concept. When you die, your soul is collected by the aspects of Anubis, Thanatos, Jesus, the various gatekeepers of the dead who have become Morvelos. that is described as a journey. A journey of recognition, of understanding. As you are floating through the dense nothingness of the void, Gabe, a little bit of you wonders if maybe you've died and already begun on that journey. And then, with the sound of a well-endowed man slapping the tabletop with his penis, your soft body flaps against the side of the eel, and you sink in slightly. The eel's body is frozen solid. The metal plating has crystallized, and the skin has gone brittle. I need you to make another mobility check, Gabe, to actually grip onto where you are floating.
Yup. Yeah, that's one success. No
One
stress.
success. You hand hold in. Do you have like a knife or something on your character sheet?
Inventory. Not a knife, but I do have a bunch of surgical equipment, so I
Fair. So
imagine I should.
you bring out a scalpel and dig it into the side of the ship, enough to hold you in place for just a second. Just enough to be able to stop your acceleration. You place your boots... Go on.
But instead of being like a scalpel or something, could it be like the armor be, the fingers of it?
Yeah,
It's just
like talons.
scalpels?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like grip ice boots sort of thing. In front of you is the access port for the winch. It is underneath a thin layer of ice.
Captain, did she bring the winch with her?
Yes, she did. I'm going to make certain of that. Well, yeah, you gotta go back.
I can only imagine the situation where she's like, look back, waves, and then she's like, wait, wasn't it supposed to be tied to my waist?
No, you have the winch with you, is to be assumed.
He's got to make a trip back.
No, she's just going to be like waving back at the ship, like completely forgetting that her radio is off. And she's going to be like, trying to shove the winch in it, as very normal person would do.
This is where we need the heavy machinery check.
Yep. Ooh, may the gods help me this one. Well, the gods have fucking abandoned me, so I'm not gonna push. Swimming? Yes, please. Do push, motherfucker! For some reason, the push button doesn't do fuck all.
It should do.
Do fuck all for me. I am pressing. It refuses.
Let's see if I can do it.
Babylon, I don't know if we can push for the ship.
Oh yeah, you need to roll as yourself, not the Babylon.
But I am rolling my character sheet.
Click.
Why is it?
Hang on a minute.
What? Roll back myself. Yeah, it just rolls as the Babylon when I try my thing.
Yeah, I did it for mine as well.
Let me try.
Yeah.
That rolled as you. Click on your token and try.
Huh? My token.
I've added it to the map.
There you go. Heavy machinery. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. I do have EVA specialist, so I do get the what's the name of it? A +2 in it.
Indeed. So when you roll, right-click instead and add 2 to the modifier.
Did it now? Did he roll? Yep. Now it rolled as my.
Okay, so it's the token needs to be selected.
Yep.
That's fine. I will add
this one.
I will add the tokens to the top of the map so you can all click your character sheets.
Got it.
We will count the latest one you rolled, for the sake of everybody's sanity.
None of us are sane.
Oh shit! I forgot the background to lose token before you looked a bit weird. So what did we roll? We got one success, no stress die.
She'll just like slamming it like a fucking lunatic. But as soon as it touches the ship, she will actually start working like a normal person, and just like doing what she has been trained to do.
Mm-hmm.
That include like serrating the bones and opening a hole, like widening the hole, and taking care of the ship.
You smash through the outer level of like the access port, and you click the winch onto it. It's like a penguin clip, but huge. And as you sort of plunk into it, the bone crunches and messes, and there's a heavy as muscles tighten, and the winch is slowly pulled in. After a few moments, the ship comes to the fore next to the eel. You're like a puckering mouth. The hulls merge, and Gabe, you are able to regain access to the Cameron. And as a party, in front of you, the tunnel opens like a splinter with a heavy set of iron doors at the end of it. Like one of my guinea pigs in heat, a hole just opens for access.
Oh my god!
Not even joking. Them piggies are nasty.
It's just gonna be like coming back inside the ship. I did tell all of you, we are very precise at the work. We have only killed 437 persons during the surgeries. Was it 400?
So like that sign that we posting.
We still have 27 successful surgeries. Forward we go! Which is going to like march towards the ship.
March in space.
So, any final moments of prep before you board the eel?
No, Lou's first out, he doesn't care.
Lou trying to shove his way to the front.
Caspian's going to enforce a command to the shuttle to stay put.
The shuttle hisses at you, but it is now actively bonded to the eel. It couldn't move even if it wanted to.
And then he'll disengage and make his way out.
Yeah, the sensation, if the Cameron tried to run now, it would be like ripping its own arm off, to give you the how that would...
Is the eel not in rigor mortis?
Yes, it is. It's frozen stiff, as I've been describing.
Then how did it grab hold of the...
No, the Cameron, your shuttle, grabbed onto the access port and opened the tunnel.
Sure.
Like, think like a tunnel of flesh that then opened.
Sure.
It's all fun stuff.
Wondrous.
So, also I notice one of you is quite heavily encumbered.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, that's my fault. 1 second. Because you have stuff on your character sheet that no longer exists. There you go, I have fixed it. Lou, there we are.
Do.
So, as you begin to enter the eel, it is eerily quiet. Welcome to the Derelict.
Move out of my way.
The air... Well, before we do anything else, Katie, the air is thick with visible fungal spores drifting like sea mines through the sky. They blossom and decay. Blossom and decay. Like if anyone has ever watched a virus under a microscope, the constant alterations and rippling effects. I need all of you to go on your character sheets, scroll to the bottom, and click on the little button next to air, as you are all going to roll an air supply check for me. The density of these checks... Oh, that's a bad roll.
Oh yeah, that was a fucking horrible one.
So basically you roll equal to the stat. Every one you roll, every facehugger, or I'm going to call it a spore, every spore that you roll decreases your air supply by 1.
Oh, great.
The suits...
I imagine that as soon as she's like, as soon as she gets in, she just like hits a corner, like a bone that's sticking out, and it just rips the freaking one of the air supply.
You'll also just be from exerting yourself, getting stuff up. That would make the most sense.
Oh yeah, better.
And this cell set up.
So,
CCC equipment can't even give us kit us all up with decent stuff.
that is certainly how it feels. These suits, they're old, they've bonded to you, but they're not happy about it. Yeah, some of them, these lungs are slow to breathe for you. Alright,
Yeah,
what you
she's just
see
going to be
stretching
like-
in front of you, to describe the scene slightly, what you see stretching in front of you is this membranous tunnel. And at the end of it, a heavy set of iron doors, with in the middle of it a handprint inset in the door that is filled with a crimson gelatin. Above the top of the door, pointing down towards you, is a security camera, which more specifically is a distorted human face with wires coming in and out of it. Even from this distance, you can see that the camera is dead.
Question.
Yep.
Is there gravity in this, or are we floating?
You are not floating, but there's no gravity. You are mag-locked to the floor.
Okay.
But you could deactivate that if you wanted to for some reason. I don't know why you would, but there's an option to.
Caspian will approach the door. And he'll start seeing if he can interface with it to try and open it.
Okay. Make a contact roll for me.
I have something to help with this, I think. I have my maintenance jack. Or one of these things does something. Okay.
So, while Pat's doing that, just to keep people involved in thinking, Katie, what's Lou doing?
He's not aware of what's going on around here. He's collecting spores.
He's collecting spores.
Yes.
So Lou is actively swiping a bioweapon.
Just a few into a jar, and then
Any
he's going to
chance
see
that
them.
The +2 to com check.
Okay.
From my
Yep, +2 to the contact for me, Pat.
any chance I could go back to the ship to refill my oxygen?
If you want to go back to the
Not
shuttle,
really.
you can, yes. But it takes time. And as the mission stated, time is against you.
So that's 4 extra successes. So
Damn.
I get new or unexpected information. I believe.
Yep, so when you roll extra successes on the die, you can choose to do what are called stunts. The most common stunt you'll do is extra successes in combat. You can deal extra damage or disarm your opponent, stuff like that. So if you go on your character sheet, you can click under skills. You see the crossed spanner and screwdriver. Clicking on that allows you to see all of the stunts you could do.
Oh, can I choose any of these?
Any of them. So for every success you roll past the first, pick a stunt of your choice. So you could gain +1 to a later skill. You don't need to roll the same thing again. Gain information. I see you have rolled 4 additional successes. Now obviously there will be times where I say you need 4 successes and then it wouldn't count. But you see what I mean? That's the way the system differs from Alien.
I'll take 2 of those as overcoming locked doors without needing to roll.
Yeah. Make a note of these, by the way, because I won't be able to record them all.
I'm just trying to find my notepad. Right, is there? Here we go. 2 seconds. Two doors. I'll take one, do it quickly.
So do it in half the time you normally take.
And I'll take the new or unexpected information.
Okay. Okay, so the new or unexpected information of Bob's choice is as you approach, you open the door. The door interfaces back with you. The ship is dead, but the body hasn't died. So that sounds really contradictory. It's brain dead, but the body is still alive. That makes sense? It's, comatose? Would that be the way to describe it? No, because you can recover from a coma.
Vegetative.
It's a vegetative state. The ship is... the brain of the ship has died. The animal is decaying and dead. But the actual body can still respond to you.
Oh.
Now, just while Pat is moving in, just to give everyone a chance to RP and to make sure everyone's incorporated, I would like to hear from the captain and from the people behind who watched Lou move down the corridor with a glass vial in his hand, trying to swipe the fucking Voidcall out of the air. I just want straight up reactions to that.
Like Bactania would just look at him, and then they say, "I am insane." Huh. Fucking nuts.
I have to give it to you. Yes, I quite agree. I do not understand the logic. But then again, I have done stranger things. Being on this ship is one of them.
Fully agree. Which is just gonna move towards
Okay.
where Caspian is.
Alright, feel free to move your tokens as you please. Moving through the ship, this is a corpse vessel. It's dead. The area around you is full of a dense fog from the Voidcall itself. You all move into the GNC, the Gestalt Neural Core. And like I described earlier, there is a spherical sac that's usually filled with an amniotic fluid that Pat sort of merges with to pilot things. But here, the sac has burst open. It's hanging on its side, sort of sloppily disgorging its interior across the floor, so that as you guys walk in, you're maybe ankle high in digestive cerebral fluids.
Nice.
This doesn't
Any
bother
chance I can-
Caspian in the slightest.
Yes,
This is
we
like
can examine to see if there's any of the remains of the pilot or whatever happened to him.
By all means. Make a... Ooh, what would it be? What would it be? What would it be? Make a... This would be a observation check for me.
Can do.
Because you need to find the body before you can medicate the body.
Yup. That's a 1 success.
One success. The pilot is not here.
Is there any signs of struggle, as like for the bubble to have burst or anything like that? Like
We've
somebody
only-
pulled the pilot out?
That is a wonderful question, and does require a medical check to investigate the actual womb, the pilot's womb.
That's a fucking failure. So I'm
Wish to push?
gonna risk it.
Risk it for a
Yeah.
biscuit.
1 stress.
but you also got the
and,
stress.
2 successes.
You just keep it
That's,
together. This is a disturbing sight, Gabe. You run your hand over the GNC, You can feel the thousands of nerve endings, the genetically crafted membranous tissue. It's suffering still, like a tumour that's been burst. The skin is quivering to your touch. This thing was torn open from the inside.
So yeah, she's going to look around.
Where's my soundboard camera?
From looking at the individual, is there any trace of something exiting the body and walking away?
I love it when my players ask the right questions. Observation check, please.
Lou's gonna snap a photo.
Lou, as you start to do an observation check, there's a and a white flash as Lou's camera illuminates the room for a second. You have like an old photo, like the one you have to wave.
I feel like he'd have a proper like scientific.
Oh, last time it was a proper fucking snaps out.
He needs the detail for his research.
Fair enough. So you haven't got like a classic Polaroid anymore.
No.
Okay, well I'm going to keep the white flash thing because I think that's cool and scary.
I also want to take a photo of the spores in the air.
Okay, so there's multiple. As
No, just two.
All right. White flashes.
Listen.
As
But what I can
cameras-
see over here, it seems like the pilot has actually burst from his station by himself.
You can see that on the inside of the amniotic GNC, there are. You can see that there are claw marks, nails scratching on the inside. And then there's a tear that pulls itself open. With the observation roll you've just made, Liam, you can see a trail of gore, which, Pat, you would know can happen from someone who has rapidly broken their sanguinazine link with the GNC without administering any azathine to reconstitute the body, right? Sanguinazine allows connection, azathine heals you, yeah? So, what this means is that whoever is inside was actively dissolving as they left, and they've left a trail of their slurry behind them.
Captain, recommend all hands armor up. Whatever is here may still be crawling around.
We already know it's still here. We had three active life signs. Or did you forget that, Evan?
I did not
There's a
forget
slight problem
that.
after that. I did remember saying that we have 3 life signs, but I do have to recall that for a vessel of this size, the crew would be in probably the hundreds.
Not necessarily.
if any
Not
of-
necessarily.
I want to say that it was confirmed we had 4
The 50s.
We had 4 life signs. 3 were noted as active. 1 was deemed to be in cryostasis.
Yeah, 4 life signs total.
Aye. Though, we do not know the situation of those life signs, so out of maybe the 50s or 60s of the crew, we have 1 that is in stasis, so not our issue right now, and 3 that are actively moving through the ship. Valid responses would be, we are dealing with a high degree of infection, and the whole crew has been either digested or killed. Either way, I believe whoever is there, most suicidal should go in front.
Alright.
And we think it would be a very good idea if we manage to collect a couple of them for special treatment. I would
You're
rather
not
not.
bringing any infected on my ship.
Don't worry, I'll keep them in check. We're bringing on.
And how are you getting to the ship?
Look, we need to get... Look, enough. Everybody, shut up. Priority 1 is completing our mission objective. Lou, I need you to document anything and everything that we encounter for the report back to CCC. 2, 7, I need you on your eyes open. We currently have at least 1 confirmed mutation, most likely 2 others active, based on the heavy spore presence visible. It's safe to assume. High chances are everybody outside of the cryopod, sealed in the cryopod, is infected. First point of call, or if we encounter them, depending on the state of mutation, elimination. The more mutated they are, the more likely we are to have to just avoid combat. I don't need anybody fucking about when we're on a spore-riddled ship on the that's heading towards the balloon. We need to get in, get out, fast. Time is of the essence. So let's roll.
Fuck
I will
yeah.
take point ahead until such a time where I am unable. And Kalai would just ready with her and go ahead.
I'll take care of the
There
back.
are 2 in the room. There are 2 doors. A smaller one that leads to sort of access corridors, where you will need to walk single file, but give you less. Let's say you know stealth. It's more of a stealth option, but tighter corridors, crawl spaces. Or there is a heavier door that would lead to the more regular part of the ship.
Before we move forward, is there any chance that there's any kind of interface that we can check in to check where the cryopod is?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I imagine we
So,
have-
like Walking Dead, this system relies on the players doing exactly that, saying this is what I want and da 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 da. That's where we then roll, to see. So make an observation check for me.
Which way are the footballs leading to?
Good question. We'll come to that. Any successes? Every time you push, you get stress. Oh.
Yeah,
One
one
success.
success out of the
Yes.
stress. I have 4 left now.
There would certainly there would be a way to get a biometric scan of the ship, but it wouldn't be from the pilot cradle here. It would be from the command ring. You would need to find that.
Got it. So she's gonna, tell the people about it. We do have to be aware of finding the command ring or any, any kind of place we can check in. We need to discover where the cryopod is. As by my estimations, we are probably looking for whoever's inside of that cryopod.
Additionally, to answer Katie's question, I don't know if everyone heard it because obviously background of my mic. To answer Katie's question, she asked, where does the gore lead? To which I need Katie to make an observation check to track.
Good thing he has decent observation. Do I need to manually put in his numbers?
No, you shouldn't need to. It's rolled for you.
Okay.
Lou, with no fucking stress right now, seems wrong, but
He's very calm.
Lou is so happy here.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 success, Katie?
Yarp.
Yarp. Okay. Just fix that token. There we go.
Can he use his eyeballs to see which way the gore goes?
You do use your eyeballs to see which way the gore goes. The entrails, the slurry, is heading directly south through the door that you are facing.
Lou reaches for the door handle instantly, no hesitation.
Okay, it's locked.
I mean, I figured someone was going to stop me before my hand reached the handle, but if you say so.
Well, it's not a handle, it's a bio interface.
Oh, okay.
But same diff.
Where are you heading, Doctor? Smarter choice would be to choose the access tunnels.
Problem with access tunnels is, you know, too narrow.
Is there an
Plus, no
interface?
guarantee it'll head in the direction we need right now.
Is there no way to unlock the door?
Yeah, you can try and cut through the door, or you could blow it apart, or you could try and hack it, or...
I can
Yeah.
probably hack it.
There's all sorts you can try and do.
If we're going through, Captain. Doctor, move aside. Ships are my speciality.
You can say so.
Real quick question, real fast. How do we always get stress? It's always due to failures?
So,
or is
either
there-
I
or
give you
push?
stress, same as Walking Dead, or whenever you push, you gain stress. Seeing other people die or become injured. It's the same as Walking Dead. It's whenever it feels necessary, you know? But pushing is the main way to get stress.
Yes, but what does stress do?
And why did I start with one though?
Because I gave it to you. From your backstory. Because you're batshit insane.
I'm not insane. I'm just medically unstable.
One of my automatic door openers. And this, but the door just opens.
Yes, of course, because you got your extra successes before. So, the captain is able to move forwards, and you're going to the access tunnel, yeah?
No.
No, Captain said to go through the main door.
Alright.
Go through the main door. Access tunnel is great and all, but we don't know enough about it.
Main
About the
door.
ship to risk it.
Captain will open it and step to one side to leave.
Right.
Someone else go to be first.
So, you would see a pair of access ladders in the centre of the encroaching corridor.
Oh,
Luke,
Oh,
get
you
your
closed
ass
the
door.
back. You're not reaching.
fine.
Lou sprinting ahead in the hopes of more
But
samples.
he still reaches up on his
Right,
tiptoes
I
to see
will-
over the shoulder.
1/4 portion.
I'll have my revolver ready as I then open the door, ready to go through. And then obviously we'd get to the access tunnels. Okay.
Well, these are ladders, so think long corridor. This time it's more metal. The flesh is behind metal paneling. And there are two ladders, one going down, one going up. The one going down, looking down, is completely bubbling with blood. That would lead down to the vascular trunks, the fuel heart, the NC, the GNC, etc., etc. Not ideal. The one going up would probably lead to an observation deck.
I'm assuming this is supposed to be a door, the orange door.
Yeah, orange things are doors, yeah, but not all of them are doors on the map
Interactable.
because I've deliberately,
Yeah. Oh,
some are
fine.
broken and stuff like that.
Okay. What would I need to get through this door?
Nothing, that one is actually open. As
Okay.
you approach, just to set the scene, you come to the command ring. There is a central chair, like a throne, sort of circular, like one of those egg chairs you see, you know, that do not look comfortable in the slightest, but people swear by them. And that is on an actual track, like a dais. Amadeus, with a ring of consoles around it. Hunched over in that chair is a sort of late 40s middle-aged woman wearing holographic glasses and covered in blood. Smart attire, like sort of suit, sort of, sleek lady's suit.
Going to do that.
With black hair that once looked like it was carefully looked after and pristine, but now looks very ragged and damaged. She hasn't noticed you coming.
Shoot the fuck out of her.
Okay. What would a...
Why is she not wearing a suit?
What would a stealth
She didn't have one.
assassination...
You could make a stealth check to move up towards her. Which is mobility, I should stress. Mobility is stealth.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to have
I'll make a mobility check to get closer.
Okay. While you make that ability check, Gabe?
Can I have do I have and if I go to the right of the corridor over there, do I have open visual of the woman?
I'm going to say
would I
that
be able to
David and Alfred and Lou have a visual on her. Katie's very at ease right now. She's fully laid out. It's hilarious. But those behind, Stinger, Valkyrie, and Liam, you're still at the cradle. Are you moving forwards at all, or?
Yeah, I did say I'd take point, but I'm gonna move it to the back.
Well, I can say if you take point, we can put you next to Lou. There's space there. So Lou, David, and Carlia would have visual. Stinger and Tatiana would not.
Got it.
Okay, and we confirmed she was covered in blood markings.
She's covered in blood.
Can I make an observation to see if... Well, we confirmed that the air in this place was filled with spores, so...
I mean, you can see the spores, yeah.
I'm just going to make it... While she's distracted, I'm just going to put a bullet in the back of the head just to make sure.
Okay, make a ranged attack roll.
It's a bit close.
That's a very point. Due to close range, you do. No, that's a good thing. You gain modifiers for distance in this. Combat's a bit more intuitive. You are. Hang on. Engaged range. Engaged range, you get -3, but you fire at a defenseless or unwitting enemy. Okay, first things first, you've got a mobility roll with 1 dice. I am going to make that an opposed check. Alright?
Can Lou check if the gore is leading up to her or not?
Yes, let's have that first, because I think that would be interesting. So an observation check from you, Katie.
Yeah, Lou is very observant.
Yeah, because obviously this would be done whilst I was sneaking up ready.
Yeah.
Lou's just being nosy. That's 2 successes.
2 successes.
No stress.
Oh, where the hell's her... Lol, I forgot her actual core stat. Hang on. I'm gonna push.
She's an NPC, she's not allowed to
She can push.
1 free.
Okay, we'll come to that. Okay, 2 things. As you move closer and you begin to ready your firearm, what are you equipped with, by the way, David? What's your gun? Magnum.
Magnum at the moment.
Yeah, let me replace that with the actual Voidcall equivalent. My apologies. Delete. I haven't finished all the guns yet, but I've managed to make some of them. You are armed with a Nephilim Pattern 7 gun, which is the closest equivalent. As you step forward, David, you reach to the holster. Your fingers go around the grip of the gun. You feel its teeth bite into your knuckles as it merges just slightly with you. You feel the Nephilim's desire to be drawn. It wants to howl and bark, and with each bark it will spit bullets. But as you do, Lou taps you and points at the ground, where you can see that the gore leading from the cradle goes past her. She is not the cause of that gore.
Damn, Lou's a straight up investigator here. He's straight up.
Well,
shoots anyway.
Yeah, might do.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want to give you all the info.
I still don't trust the corpse not to come back. I'm just gonna put a bullet in the brain regardless.
Okay. Everybody, +1 stress as you hear a gunshot. Please target the token, David, and then roll the attack. Right-click the attack, by the way. Give yourself a +3 modifier. She is not aware of you.
Right click. Base modifier of 3. Roll.
How much I miss that thing not being like stress about to see people die. Oh.
Nervous twitch. Okay. So, you pull the trigger. There's a... Oh, please do it. It will actually make the noise. This is one of the ones I've animated.
I did.
Insert Bob gagging noises again.
Yes. Should do it. There it is.
I think it just...
Good noise.
Why you stay up so late?
Yes.
Making those noises.
I have kept my wife awake making vile noises of
You
me.
kept putting a microphone up to the hamster.
That would have worked too. Alright, everyone who can see Alfred, please increase your stress by 1. That's Lou and Kalia.
In addition to the already...
Oh yes,
Okay.
because that's the result of Alfred's panic. As you see his hand shake and he fires. Your gun barks as the bullet projectile strikes her in the back, detonates out the side of her shoulder, and she crumples forwards with a... And she starts to kick the gelatin that she's half submerged in, splashing in the blood as she turns to try and look at you. Everyone's in the room now. What are we all doing?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm still holding back. I'm still holding the other door.
I'm getting ready to unleash another shot. Because she's been...
Please, not. I'm not. Please.
Can I unload the mag on the bitch?
Who are you? Please help.
You are in a spore-infected
I know, but I've not turned. I'm not turning.
Enough. Allow me to assist you.
Kill it.
And she would fire.
Okay, do the same. Roll to hit.
Same thing.
Target and aim. What are you armed with? Maybe I've got your gun done as well. Scoped rifle. No, that's not on my list. Damn.
I would like to also shoot.
Everyone who wants to shoot, shoot.
Yay!
I'm like froze the violet, you know that.
In an actual spacesuit that would have protected her.
Observation, Pat.
That's 2 successes.
She is not wearing a spacesuit with those biddies out. At least button it up.
So, everyone gains another point of stress thanks to the nervous twitch on Kalia. Multiple gunshots bark and her head detonates.
I assume we get fear for each gunshot.
No. I did that just because it was a shock to everyone when David did it. The reason you generated fear this time is if you look at the condition, the panicked condition, nervous twitch is the one that Liam has rolled, which adds stress to everyone who sees it happen, basically. Multiple shots fire, her body jerks back, the crown of her head blows out backwards, and she just topples onto her spine. Her gore seeping into the floor. Pat, she was not wearing a suit. As I described, she was wearing relatively smart clothing. She definitely didn't have an oxygen supply.
Okay. Catherine will walk over, push what remains of her out of the seat.
Okay, it sort of hits the ground and slumps.
And he will... Captain, with permission, I will interface with the commander ring.
Get it done, Stinger. Fine. If you can locate the cryo, great. The cryopod, even better if you can confirm who's within it.
Alright. Alright, Comtech check. This is going to take time. During this time, you could potentially explore more of the ship.
And Lou also
I
do
want
contact.
to use my do it
Contact.
quickly on my next contact.
Okay, so you
So
do it in
I
half the time. Okay, so it won't take 30 minutes, it will take you 15. Cool. Katie, what did you say?
Lou do a
that?
contact to check life signs again.
What equipment do you have that allows you to do that?
I was just going to use a control panel.
So you can't do that with a control panel on the wall, but you do have a piece of equipment that would tell you if there are things nearby.
What the detection?
I believe you have a motion scanner.
I do indeed.
Contact then.
In the meantime, while they all do that, could I treat both Carlia and Alfred for their stress using the nap relief I have?
If they wish to
Because
go
they're
on
fucking
drugs,
stressed
they
and
can.
it'll kill both of us.
Everyone gains a bit of stress.
Everyone gains +1 stress, and then we'll come to that, Gabe.
How do I add the motion control?
So,
my
you
fuck,
tell me
fuck's
that
sake.
you're using it, honey.
I'm using it.
Okay, so let's do that last, because that could be quite a big deal, okay?
That means there's someone near us.
Well, it means I don't know, I need to get it working. I don't know the distances on it, okay? So, everyone gains +1 stress, okay?
Again.
Yeah, thanks to... So Lou should be up to 3.
I'm up to 7 already.
Yeah.
I'm injecting myself with a
So a
fucking
lot of
nap
you are
relief.
starting to shake. You can feel the adrenaline beating and pumping around you. Remember, interactions of each other, lowering stress is something that is done narratively, alright? You can, it's not like an endless stack like it is sometimes. However, you see that Gabe brings out some of his concoctions that were given to him by Lou. Gabe, if you wish, you could start reducing people's stress, if you would like to offer it to the party.
I will. Both. I'll be like looking towards Al, Carlia, and I'm waiting for Casper
So,
to finish.
what
stick
Nap
to the
Relief does is it reduces your stress to 0. You can still gain more stress, but it goes to 0. It resets you. However, each dose beyond the first gives you -1 to all agility until the end of the shift. Time is turns, rounds, shifts. Shifts are narrative time. It's, your mission, that sort of thing. So you wouldn't relieve it until I've deemed this mission over, if that makes sense.
Can Lou take a swig of
Yeah,
his
wouldn't
liquor?
You mean that each dose after the first one would
By the way, if we could all make a consistent effort, my brain's getting scrambled and I know other people's are too, make sure that we don't try to overlap too much and everyone gets a turn to talk. I know we're all amazing at that. We are awesome. We are all talking a lot. There's a lot of amazing RP. Make sure everyone is in on it, yeah? Just because...
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to ask
No, it's
people
good. I'm
to
just...
stop, just so I could just adjust the volume because the music was...
I've just done that manually as well, yeah.
Just because it was getting quite loud, so people were raising voices as well, so it was cutting out.
Yeah, the different tracks can be quite loud. So, who's drugging up? Who's dosing up? Who's got a lot of stress?
Keep it for now, Doc. I might need it soon, but the quicker we get this done, the better, okay?
Aye.
Come on.
Okay. Is anyone else? I assume you're going to take it, Gabe?
I'm waiting for Carlia and Caspian to answer.
Caspian's linked up, so he can't answer right now.
Yeah.
Liam, do you want drugs?
Carlia would look at you and go, I would prefer to keep my aim through. Keep
Okay.
your drugs.
Just for you then, Gabe. You take out the syringe. And this wouldn't be nap relief, this would be azafine, the medical drug, but it's been heavily modified by Lou to essentially act like a shot of adrenaline. You stab it into your heart, or where your heart is. You're wearing a EVA suit, so you sort of stab it into the port, and then a heavy thunk as a needle splits into your sternum and just directly injects it into you. Your stress is reduced to 0 as you feel lighter, driftier. This is all gonna be okay, Gabe. Nothing bad has ever happened on a derelict in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the bloom zone with Yggdrasil glooming over you. You're gonna be fine. So fine, you could take off your helmet and breathe deep. And then you snap back. With that, if I may. Boom, boom, boom. Lou. Katie, on your character sheet, could you please go onto your motion tracker and go to your general and click a power roll for me. Why is that not working? It should be possible. Where's your motion tracker? There it is. Should be possible to make a power roll.
Not indirectable.
Power 3. It should work.
Nope.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It would just be something I need to fix. Okay, just roll me 3d6, darling. Oh no, you click the 3 in the character sheet. So on the item under power, the column, there's a.
It doesn't let me click it.
No. So here, and then along here, that's where you click the 3 on the inventory.
You're right.
But it's okay. I've rolled for you.
I don't want you to roll for me.
Okay, re-roll then.
Where is it?
So go inventory.
Yes.
Go down to motion tracker.
Yes.
Scroll in a second, Gabe. See you in a bit. And then scroll across to power and click on the 3.
There's no. Okay. Oh, there's the 3. It's like the 3 in the new emergency services phone number.
There you go. It's really hard to see. Ooh. So the supply has decreased down to 2. You open up the motion tracker, and this is like a literal heart in your hands
Interactive on the map.
with a screen. Oh, you'll see. And you see the screen flicker, and then it begins to beat. Boom, 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 sending out pulses around you, detecting air pressure. Now, can you guys see this?
No,
Hang on.
it's in the dark zone.
Okay. It should now be revealed to you, Katie.
Hello.
And Streamer
Zoom out
Steve.
a bit. Zoom out a bit just in case, Katie.
I can see it.
I've revealed it to everyone.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, Streamer Steve can't see it. That's really annoying. Damn it, Streamer Steve. You can see. Well, you tell me what you see on the motion tracker.
Depends which way round it is. I can't tell what way round it is.
The red dot is the token that I've selected. So Lou. The red dot is Lou. You can see the white dots closest to you are the party.
No. There's no one over there.
Hang on.
Look, there's no one over there.
No, look. Yeah. That red dot is you. That white blob is the party around you. Those white dots are in different rooms.
Oh. Right there, or like further away?
So they're further away. So you can see those central cluster of white dots, that's the party. The white dots around it. I really wish I could show it to Streamer Steve. It's really annoying that it's not popping up for him. I wonder if maybe I do this. Hang on. If I turn off common display, there it is. Oh my god, it loaded up a lot of stuff.
Now that one person watching the stream can see it.
That's alright, yeah, you can see so brief. So there you go. Yeah, Novo can see it now. So you can see those white dots at the party, and then there are 3 white dots. North, west, south, west, directly south. And then the supply fades. You've got more uses of it if you wish,
Nope.
but that's what you would see on the motion tracker.
I can see it on your map.
I'll also well, it's what you could have seen on the motion tracker. Would you please relay that to the party? Because they don't see it in character. Only you're holding this
I
heart.
think Lou wouldn't even think to tell anyone. I would just start walking in the direction that he sees the thing.
Okay, so Lou just starts walking.
Lou just starts going south. He's like,
Alright, Lou's
Damn
just
it,
going
Luke, get
south.
your ass back here.
that's just sorry, sir.
Lou, how many times do I have to tell you, do not just go running off?
My bad.
Jesus fucking Christ. Right.
You can
What's got you
hear
run-
the heartbeat from the motion sensor. I should stress the motion sensor is literally like a mechanical heart. So from where Lou has activated it, it's not a subtle thing. It does go. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
But you wouldn't be able to see the results on the screen. That would be Lou.
Lou, please tell me that that's just our heartbeats your monitor is picking up.
Yes. No. There's 3 other life forms that it's currently picking up, but that could just be anything moving. That could be a fan moving, I guess, somewhere.
I mean,
It could
at
be a
least
pet goldfish.
Lou, I
Reload
love your
weaponry.
optimism.
Sorry.
Lou, I love your optimism about a goldfish, but even if it was a goldfish, it'd be a monster by now. Okay, do we have one of them? Is one of those heartbeats stationary? Please tell me it is.
I would have moved them had they not been stationary. You can see them move on the motion tracker. That does work as a motion tracker. They were all stationary.
They weren't moving. They were just kind of hanging around.
I should also stress, technically speaking, the motion, that means that you shouldn't have been able to see them at all, but I'm kind of doing it as like a Himoazide heartbeat tracker rather than motion. There is a setting I can do where it won't show non-moving tokens, but that gets really messy with how Foundry operates. So it's kind of more like a heartbeat tracker. Think Pulse from Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've got Pulse on our team.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I think the
Current rail
closest
station.
would be southwest.
Okay, well, before that, I spotted the ladder down into the fuel section over there. You might want to go get a sample of the blood from that's pooled up there. At least you can run some tests on it when we get back. And I think you can pick up from from how this thing got infected to be useful for us to avoid.
Okay. I'll go.
Karlak, go cover their 6 just in case.
Kalia, I think, not Karlak.
Talia, sorry. I've been playing too much.
Amen. Okay, so Pat,
Seven, cover their
let's spread people around. Pat, what were you doing?
I was hooking up with the command ring to try and find where the cryopods are.
Okay, you're going to do that, and the time you're doing that, Lou has done the tracker. Lou, you're headed north, I see. Where are you going?
Can I get the blood?
I did just.
You're going to get... Yeah, I know, I'm just clarifying everything. So Lou's heading up to the cradle. Nice.
No, I'm heading to the middle where the ladder is, because that's where
Oh, I
the
see.
blood is.
So you're going down.
Come on, DM.
If you go down, you're going into the blood.
Yeah, he's gonna go down and just kind of hook his feet on it and then hang down and scoop some of the blood.
Okay. So you're going to head down. In that case, I can teleport you across the map.
I don't need to, I'm not even gonna go down there, I'm just gonna get low enough to get a vial of blood and then come back up.
Okay. You would see that is a whole nother floor of the ship. I've added your token. You would see here, this is the... There is what I'm talking about. But you can dip, grab the blood.
I don't see anything different on the map.
You probably needed to scroll down. I've just deleted it, don't worry. Okay, so you're doing that. Kalia and David and Gabe, when he's back, where are they going, if anywhere?
I will.
No, sorry, yeah. That way up.
No, that's right.
No, you start talking first, you go.
I will start following and go forward.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here. Okay, we'll come to that in a second because there's a chance Pat can unlock the doors. David, I'm going to keep Valkyrie with you for now. Where are you going?
I'm going to just move to the end of this hallway.
Yep.
And then make an observation down. I would say Carly. Valkyrie would be behind me.
You would see.
And
Okay,
then-
multiple things here to keep thinking. To the left, you would see this is what's called a breach chamber. These are access corridors, panels. This is very much where the armory sort of would be. This is like the lockdown part of the ship. This is the bit that's heavily armoured. You don't want to take a broadside to it. South is what you would assume from the cross on the wall, which would still be in use in the year 2300, is the medical bay. South of you, Liam, is what's called the structural spine, one of the most heavily reinforced areas of the ship because it's where the joint is for the eel to move around. Also, Pat, I'm going to say your stress does not drop, but the panicked condition does. Speaking of Pat, as you link into the various vestiges of the ship's pathways, Pat, life pods are available to you, but so is accessing all of the doors. Which would you like to do first?
Can I access the security cameras?
They have died along with the ship.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to sort of earlier with the human face in the wall.
Yeah. I'm going to access the doors then.
Okay, make a comtech roll. You need 3 successes.
Given their doors, and I still have one of my success.
You can use
one
that.
of my auto classes.
Yep, so
Can I
2
use it?
successes needed.
Okay.
So, just so you all know, some of you have received the panic condition a few times. Relieving stress is you can do it in a safe area, like it was in Walking Dead, for every 10 minutes in a safe area. You all have your signature items. You can interact with a signature item once per session to reduce your stress by 1. And when you are panicked, you can stop panicking after 1 turn, or if another character makes a command roll and basically snaps you out of it. Okay? Put yourself together, man. Sort of thing.
I got 4 successes there, so I
Fuck.
only needed 2. So 2 of those, I'm going to.
The
I'm going to
doors
get,
on the ship have unlocked now. Unlocked now. Unlocked now.
I'm going to get a +1 modification for one of these later on.
Mm-hmm.
Complex. And I want information from the GM.
Okay. Well, that would. I will then not make you roll for the what's it called? The cryo. You can scan the layout of the ship. It is structurally similar to the eel with the network. It does extend down were you to take those access corridors where Lou was. The information from me is that if you want to get to where the cryo storage would be, you need to get to the sensor array. It's a small cupboard essentially next to the sensor array. It's at the northeast of the ship, up here.
Okay.
However, we'll come back to that. David and Gabe, you can see to the south of you as the doors all open and twist apart. You can see into the medical bay, where you can see this is, is the cleanest part of the ship. There are very few spores in here, if any. And lying on a gurney with a bubble helm, like a flight dome on his head, you can see there is someone asleep on the gurney. Liam, you can see into the structural spine. This is the literal spine of the eel, the massive bone construct. And it is moving gently and would grant you access to the NC the GNC, the thing that Pat links into to pilot the ship. The main one, not the one that the pilot, the cradle up top. This is the big one, like the heart of the ship, which would be down here. Okay? That's just before we come back to you, Pat. I just want to know where everyone's going, what we're all doing. Lou, you would have collected your blood sample.
Yeah,
I'll add it to you.
I'm going to like look around.
What for? You've just heard all the doors
any
open.
signs of movement.
Okay, observation check. That's
Okay.
so well timed, darling. And while Katie's rolling observation, I want to hear from everyone else.
You say that we are at the medical bay?
You're looking into the medical bay.
Oh, he's trembling.
And you say that the person is in the slab.
There is
over
someone
there.
in there
He's wearing
on-
like a helmet, right?
On a gurney, wearing, sort of facing away from you, on his side, sort of in like the classic sleepy sleep position. And you can see he is clearly wearing a glass dome bubble helm.
That's where the goldfish's tank
This
went.
wouldn't. There wouldn't be like somebody in stasis. See,
No, you can see he's breathing.
Down. Gotcha.
He's just wearing what would have an oxygen supply. He's wearing a helmet.
Look towards Alfred. Like, look up. We do have somebody in a suit. Low chance of infection in there, but I would not assume anything.
I'm going to assume as you go in, you close the door in order to keep that infection chance low.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to assume. As you sort of go in, and we'll come to that in a second, Liam, do you go through the spine into the GNC? Where are you going?
I will be going into the GNC.
You would go into the GNC and you would see the similar structure to what, you've actually come down a bit of a slope. You're on the lower level now. Out here is where Lou is technically above you. The way that I've done the map is 2D, but Lou is here. That ladder is the same one that links to Lou. Make sense? You've come back on yourself and gone down. And you can see that which actually does make a note, as you come down from the spinal structural here, you might affect what you choose to do. You can see the GNC beneath you, but the room is full of blood. It would like be walking into the ocean, like into a swimming pool of blood and gelatinous matter. You're gonna have to rely on your suit if you go down there. Which does remind me, at some point I'm going to need to make another air supply roll from everybody.
No, forget that.
I will rely upon my suit and go down.
Here's a visual for you all. Kalina pushes into the water. But it's not water. It's blood. And it swells up around his knees and his thighs and around her chest. And then you take a deep breath, Liam, even though you don't need to, as you plunge into dense, red cream. You push through it, lifting slightly as you become slightly supported, until you get to the center of the chamber, where you see that the GNC is equally damaged and broken, but it is containing a creature. Or rather, someone is curled up in it.
In it, blood.
I need an observation check from you, Liam. And then we will come back to Katie's observation check. Okay. We'll come back to that. Liam, you walk down and you push through the blood. You're floating in front of the GNC as the figure in the fetal position pukes vomiting blood into the air around him. It floats from around him into the gore, and he turns and looks at you, eyes wide with purple containment. You look back the way you've come. The trail of gore led here, down the structural spine, into the GNC. before you can respond, Liam, Lou, you turn.
Anyone was tracking the gore.
That's why it was important you did.
Yeah.
Lou, you turn and look at the command ring. Pat's character is completely hooked in. He is considered blind, deaf. He's linked into the ship. You watch him as the headless body twitches. The chest. And then a spray of arterial blood as the knees buckle and twist on themselves. The body arches as the ribs split out of the skin, forming like fingers spreading out of the torso. They open as a structure bursts out of the belly of the woman. Black, blossoming spores into the air. Lou, you would recognise this as a rupture event.
Lou snaps a picture.
The white flash alerts you, Pat, as the body twitches and begins to stand. And over in the medical bay, Valkyrie, as you grab the person by the shoulder and roll them to face you, the helmet has been caved in. The glass has slashed into the man's face in rigor mortis. The breathing is not him. It is being kept alive as he vomits blood and fungi on his own face. It ossifies and solidifies, and then from his throat and his chest, fungal mycelial structures burst like spiderwebs into the air, reaching for you. Everyone is going into initiative. These are rupture strains. This is how the Voidcall likes to spread when it gets a hold. Well, just read the document. You know what these are. We'll do a round of initiative and then we'll call the session. Sound good?
Yeah.
Now we're fucked.
Yes, that's a good one. Alright. So, everybody please roll initiatives.
How? What do that?
It's the same way as everyone else, and the cross swords and then roll the dice. No, in this case it's a D10.
Yeah, we
never did it in Walking Dead. So on the side of your screen, Gabe, go to the cross swords by the chat box, and then you'll see a list of everyone in the combat. Go over to your character and click the dice at the end of your name.
Got it, thank you.
No worries. Why? Oh, I forgot. So, you may be wondering why the violent rupture strains have 6 initiatives. This is because the speed of a creature determines how many actions it gets in a turn. You guys get 1 turn per combat, or per round. With that turn, you can do 2 fast actions, 1 slow action. I've sent them in Discord. The strains get 2 actions a round, sorry. I need to edit my dice. Alright, we will do 1 round. We're taking odds on who dies first. Let's find out. Beginning the encounter, the first rupture strain is down with Liam. You can't really see it, but I did edit the marker so that it looked like DNA. I hope that comes up.
Yes.
Now, here's where the Walking Dead stuff you may be familiar. Who chooses what the monster does, guys? God, not me! So, I don't get to choose what monsters do in Alien. It is a roll. Every monster in the game that is not human has a roll table that I roll on. Okay. Liam, are you wearing armor?
Yes.
Roll me your armor, please. So you literally go on it and you click it. You click the thing. Under, it should be, where is it? Under general. You click it at the bottom of your character sheet.
Click the magic.
Oh, no successes. I will reveal what the result was. It leaps forwards towards you, Liam, grabbing you, punching you in the face and cracking you across the face. That is 3 points of damage. Or I could do some stunts, actually. Maybe I would do some stunts for the fun of it. Yes, I'm going to stunt you. Have 1 point of damage back, and you are grappled, sir. It's going to grapple you. So, Liam, as it leaps towards you, you go to duck back, reaching for your weapon, but the punch takes you in the face, rocking the helmet. You panic for a moment as you think you maybe see a crack in the glass, but the raptor strain roars, puking mycelial spores all over your glass dome, and it grabs you by the collar and drags you under the water. That's its first turn in initiative, which brings us to Titiana. Valkyrie, we're over to you.
It's clearly Titania.
Say again, darling?
It's clearly Titania.
Titania? Titiana? How do we say it, Gabe?
Titania or
Titania.
or whoever. Like, have you ever heard of the Queen of the Fairies?
You mean? Oh, it depends on which one. Oberon's wife?
Yes.
Oh, am I?
Was there a second?
As in, like, there are many Queen of the Fairies in mythology. It's, you know.
Yeah, but the most famous one was Oberon's wife, Titania, wasn't
Yes,
it?
Titania.
Oh well, not
yeah, fair.
important.
I mostly listen to that for the music, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Let's go. So, your turn. If you look in Discord where I sent it under mechanics and I did pin it. You have 1 fast action. 2 fast actions, 1 slow actions. There are also reactions as well. For example, Liam, block attack is one you maybe could have done. My apologies. I'm going to open up in the book.
I imagine we already have the weapons drawn, so
Nope.
that wouldn't be necessary, right?
You tell me, did you walk around with your weapens drawn?
I had mine drawn.
That's the sort of thing you've got to tell me, because I'm going to assume no unless told otherwise.
I mean, we're in a hostile environment.
I know, but I'm just establishing that as a precedent for when you're on a spaceship and you're like, yeah, I whip out my minigun. You know?
Yeah,
and it's
I
like,
never
really? The orphans are here.
I never
Yes.
actively said I holstered mine.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
I don't know whether. Although with Liam's situation, I think holstering his would have been something he would have had to do if he was going down a flight of stairs.
I was saying he was wading. I'm happy for him to have his weapons.
I would just do an aim action at the fucking strength.
Nice.
And
So fast action to aim.
burst of auto fire. Yep, and a burst of full auto.
Okay, you are at point blank range. He is aware of you. You have a -3 modifier. So when you click the gun, right click it and give it a -3 modifier. You have no stress, however. You are chill as fuck.
Roll. That is
2 successes.
2 successes.
So you will deal
push
2
it,
damage. You can push if you wish.
Hell no.
Okay, so you will deal 2 damage. You can add 1 damage if you wish, due to the stunt, or you could do other stunts. Again, if you go on the character sheet and you go skills and click the crossed things next to ranged combat, you'll see all the extra things you could do. Reposition yourself, pin them, knock them back, stuff like that. It's narrative. God, I love this system. You can see why I put like 300 quid into The Walking Dead when it was on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that, darling.
It is an action.
Stitches to at the time.
It is an action. It is an action to get up, isn't it?
It is indeed. Yes, everything has a cost in this.
Yep. I will shoot the motherfucker and make him fall.
Oh, I forgot stealth mode is a thing. We don't need it yet, but remind me next time we do something as stealth mode is a thing, where you have it's a bit like Wrath and Glory and how it works. 92 blocking. So just so you know, anyone, blocking in close combat is a you sacrifice a fast action. Also, if you right-click your tokens, you can keep a track of the things you've used. So I can here, for example, for Gabe, I can click fast action, slow action. You see? Which is handy. So fast action aim, slow action to shoot. When you block, you roll close combat. For every success, you negate a success on the enemy. Make sense? You can then counterattack. I'm just double checking how many. Please allow me to correct myself. You get 1 slow action, 1 fast action, or you can have 2 fast actions. So you're fine, Gabe. Just so everyone knows, that's how it works.
Yep, I get 1 of each. Gotcha.
So 2 damage currently, Gabe. Do you wish to do an extra point of damage, or do you wish to do a stunt?
Nope, I'm knocking him down.
Okay. Okay, so he staggers back, goes prone. Oh, and screams apparently. Gabe, you see it lunge for you. You throw it back. You reach back. I realise you've given yourself a pulse. You've got a pulse rifle, haven't you?
Yep.
1 second. I actually think that's one of the ones I. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Damn, no worries. Yeah, I've only managed to make like 3 guns.
I'm not.
As you push it back, you bring out your gun. There's a. As it sprays osteoballistic bullets into the rupture strain. Each shot showers you in spores, but it staggers back and hits the wall. Right. Also, it's worth mentioning, guns have a thing. There's an action called full auto fire. You didn't do that this time because you chose to aim. Just so you know, full auto is an option. It gives you massive bonuses to hit, but you gain stress every time you do it. I'll send all of this when I can, just so you know. Overwatch is also a thing, just so you know. There's also types of cover. Because of the way maps work with this very simplistic design, this is the alien style of map, it's a case of you tell me where you take cover. So shrubs give you an armor rating of 2, doors 4, bulkheads 6, you see, stuff like that.
What about the captain? How much armor would he give
He
me?
would be considered a shrubbery, so that would be 2.
Wow. Good to know.
No, I'm a tree, got it.
Okay, that is your turn. You have used your fast and your slow action. This violent rupture strain hits the ground. Oh, it gets 2 turns instantly. Let me check prone here. So, first turn, it gets up from prone. It looks at you, Gabe, the eyes wide, half the face is split open as fungal tendrils reach into the air, lapping like tongues. The rest of the face belongs to a young man, 17, 18 years old, clammy, wet hair. He looks at you. Kill me! Help me!
He's bigger than me. Stays here.
He's still alive in there. He rushes towards you, whimpering as he grabs you. I'm fine! Please run! I need you to roll an armor roll for me against 3 dice. You okay?
Jesus.
I'm sorry if
I'm
this
in
is...
this combat, so.
You are in this combat?
Nope.
You should be. I added your tokens to the combat.
Nope.
Oh, for fuck's sake, your token didn't add. Katie, why didn't you say something? Okay, you rolled terribly anyway. You're at the end of the combat. You're good.
If I rolled it, it would have been good.
Where's my inventory? Where's my armor? There you go. So I just click the armor, right? To roll for it?
Yes, you do. It's at the bottom of your general. So go general, scroll to the bottom, click armor.
General.
You have 3 dice. This is why it was important I checked what armor you were all wearing before.
Ooh, motherfucker.
Okay, so that's 3 points of damage to you, Gabe.
Yikes. I'm down. I have 3
So,
health.
I'm going to be generous because this is our first session. I'm also going to do some stunts, okay? Obviously, I could down you here, which would cause some problems.
Very much so.
I won't be this nice all the time.
No, don't worry about it.
So, just so you know, guys, when you are down, you drop to 0, you become broken. This doesn't mean you are dead. It's the same as Walking Dead. You can crawl, you can mumble, you can get back up with a first aid check, but it has to be someone on you. There's a talent for doing it to yourself, I believe. On your own, and no one helps to help you, you recover 1 health after 10 minutes has passed and you've not been killed. Alright? So 100 rounds in combat.
Holy fuck.
The coup de grace rule is in play, so you have to, against human enemies, you have to fail an empathy roll.
Sweet, extra one.
As long as you have health left, damage represents fatigue. When you hit 0 and then take damage, when knocked down, roll a d6 and you take a critical injury. You take death on the same, so it's the same as Alien, it's the same as Walking Dead. However, for stunts, oh, that's weird. Close combat doesn't have stunts, apparently. How annoying. Well, what I'm going to do is reposition. So you're down to 1 health, Gabe, because I'm going to use it for one of those successes. You're down to 1 health. You're thrown to the back of the room, as per the result of the attack. You drop any handheld item. So your gun, your pulse rifle, you've dropped it. Okay? I've made it inactive on your character sheet. You are prone. I'll describe all this in a second. And then you have to make an immediate panic roll. This is where the escalation begins. So Gabe, go on your character sheet and click stress. You should be fine, because you fucking drugged up.
Yep.
Okay, so what happens? It lunges, the bullets slam into it, but it hits the wall. It kicks off, screaming at you, begging for mercy, grabs you by the collar and throws you. There's a sickening crack as Valkyrie hits the wall and your head cracks against the plasteel. You drop, dizzy and concussed. It's going to use that token to reposition, block the door. And then, because the next point of initiative is its, or should have been, because of Lou, we've got to reset.
Did he use one of them to get up?
Nope. Oh yes, that was its turn. Yes, so it's going to reposition and block the door. Clever little fucker. David, we're over to you.
Yay.
Soon, you've done so well, honey. I know you're tired. 1 round.
I am going to make a attack roll, range attack roll on this bitch. With it, so do I do range attack or is it just click on the weapon itself to do the attack?
You use the weapon itself. You are no longer in engagement range. You are in fact at close range. So would you please give yourself an additional 2 dice for being in close quarters at short range?
Okay.
Also, there's a whole bunch of modifiers. There's lighting, there's all of... I'm going to send it and then we'll apply things when needed. But for now, just do a +2. Yeah, because it's things like range, small target, dim light, darkness. These all make a difference. God, I love this game.
Okay.
You scream.
Oh yeah, it made the noise.
It did make the noise.
It did, and you scream. So, we'll come to this in a second. You are now panicked. Panicked normally means that someone has to then snap you out of the panic. That's the rule I'm going to ignore for the purposes of this campaign until we try to change it. Simply because that would mean that's where panic escalation kicks in and it takes the agency away from the players. So we resolve the panic results, but I'm not going to ask people to... It kind of assumes that you then can't do anything. It takes your actions away from you. I don't want that. You know, I feel that that's when you start getting parties being shut down and... yeah. But 4 successes. Your gun, how much damage does it do? 2. So you could do 2, 3, 4, 5 damage if you wanted. Or you could do you could do some stunts. I do have an armor roll though, so I am going to do that first. With no successes on the armor roll.
Okay. full action shoot. Let's see. Let's see what stunts I've got. Where are the stunts again?
So go on skills and click the crossed stuff at the end of the skill, and they'll come up for you.
Okay.
There you go. I have sent cover and modifiers into the Discord and pinned them for everyone. I'll also send Overwatch.
I am going to So I'm gonna go with, they have to make, I got what, 4 successes?
Yes.
For every choose one of the stuff applicable. So, going to force them to make...
Oh, I didn't realise I rolled privately. The armour should have been. There you go.
I'm gonna have them fall through the door by going option number 5 on the ranged combat, because that's what it was.
Nice, knocking them back. Again, it's a narrative thing. I'm more than happy for stunts to be purely just tell me what you think's cool. Like, as with all things, like your signature items and your talents and stuff, those are just suggestions, you know?
Yeah, so obviously with them falling back through the door, the way I'm seeing it, this grotesque blob, the weight of them will crush the door behind them, or shards of it pinning them to the ground, which will use up another one. So that's option number 2 on range, which is you pin you down. They need to make a panic roll.
So the Rupture Strain cannot make the panic roll.
Obviously, yeah, I know. And then I will...
I love that image. I'm going to describe this so fucking hard.
And then I will position myself and exchange my initiative with my enemies.
Nice.
To then taking effect the next turn, so obviously when their next turn comes up.
So you're going to take the initiative 3 and you're giving them your 6. Nice. That's one of the coolest things you can do in this, is fuck with initiative. I love it. Cool. Now we have to resolve the panic. So, as you see Valkyrie get thrown, David, you turn. The Rupture Strain moves with this awful speed, dragging its body around, piloted by the fungus. The man's face is weeping. He's begging you to run. He's not in control of his own body. But the stress, the adrenaline, if you read the Voidcall document, they love it. The fungus reproduces from human torment. It's keeping him alive because the pain and suffering is a boner for it. It allows the fungus to reproduce. David, you bring out your wolf, the gun from its holster. I don't know if you've named him, but he technically would have a name.
Yeah, I've not.
Don't worry about it for now. Come up with it.
I will name
It howls as it goes. You feel its sensory neural link with your nervous system. Anger, hunt. You fire 3 times into the chest. The recoil sends the Rupture Train skidding back, knocking it prone as it bursts out of the door, ripping the membrane and the flesh open, kind of like a butthole being spread-eagled. Can't think of a better description than that. And split open. There's prone. However, as you fire, David, you scream. Please remove 1 point of stress from your character sheet for screaming.
Okay.
And Gabe, can you please roll me? Oh, you'll be fine because you have no stress.
Yep.
So Gabe is fine with this. You just get... Oh no, because you rolled a 7. You still have to roll the test. So, you gain 1 point of stress, Gabe, as do you, David. So back up for 5. As you see your captain, wide-eyed and panicked, firing into this Rupture Strain as it attacks. Next point in initiative. We are over to the Raptor strain with Stinger. What's up, Gabe?
Oh no, don't worry about it.
Alright. Fist strike goes to beat the shit out of him. Only one success. Armor roll for me. Also, I've been forgetting this entire time while you've been touching stuff, you've got a blob somewhere going, sorry! Sorry!
Sorry!
Sorry!
Alright, got that!
There's a moment as the Rupture String punches you, Caspian, sends you rocking. You hear a, sorry!
In this case, I would like to ask, did my translator manage to translate whatever the fuck the strain is speaking?
Yeah, he was begging for death. He was screaming, run, run, please kill me, run. 1 point of damage to you, Pat. As Pat, you are sensory linked with the ship, and all of a sudden, white hot agony explodes behind your eyes. You are thrown bodily as you are torn out of the command linkage to the ship. Your nervous system ignites in pain. Nice. That's its turn. Over to your turn, Pat. And then Liam and Lou, you're up after Pat.
Am I considered short range or engagement range?
Engagement is within token. Short range is not in token, but movement is done by zone. You can move one zone a turn, so like that, like Walking Dead. You can move freely within your own zone. So if you want to be in engagement, you can easily move.
No, I'm just looking at the modifiers for ranged combat.
Aye, so short gives you a +2, I believe.
Yeah. So I raise my right hand and my palm kind of splits open as I form my parasite pistol that's hidden within my forearm.
So it's not just your palm splits open and like a barrel extrudes. Your fingers snap. Your little and ring finger bend back on themselves with a sickening crunch, forming the actual what's it called? The pull on the gun. I forget what it's called. The barrel is formed out of your thumb pushing. That's not the trigger. The slide. The slide. The barrel is formed out of the thumb. Your middle finger and index finger twist around, forming the cradle as your wrist splits open, revealing the osteoballistic projectiles layered inside. The gun is your hand, and you feel the thrum beat as your pulse pumps through it. Take the shot.
Oh, I forgot the modifiers.
Oh, you can't even reroll. But do roll an extra 2 dice for the sake of maybe they hit.
One of them
just
won't
like
hit.
Snake Eyes.
1 hit. How much damage? 1.
1.
Negated by armor. Pat, you pull away, you duck round behind the layer of consoles as the rupture strain twitches the woman's body, completely spread open like an upside down spider. Spores fill the room, dense with fog. You go, you fire. There's a burst of blood as the bullet skims off the side of her body, but she just doesn't care. You freeze, Pat, your heart beating, your hands trembling. You're going to lose your next turn. Freeze, there it is. I love that I can add it to you. That makes me so happy that I don't have to try and remember it. Okay, that's your turn, Pat, which brings us to Kalia. Liam, you're up. You are prone. You are being dragged down by a mutant, by a rupture strain. Your helmet is intact. For now.
I'm gonna try and pry myself free from it.
Okay, close combat roll. Opposed. Which it doesn't have, so it's just a flat roll for you. Successes. 3 successes. You break its hold, pushing it back, and you kick with your legs, surging up out of the water, out of the blood, as you get into this bit of the corridor. That will be your fast action to do that, just to break the hold.
Right. I am going to aim and try and shoot at it. If that's a slow action, isn't it?
Slow action is aim is a fast action. Slow is a shoot.
I will
Movement
just
is a
shoot it.
fast. Do it. Oh, fucking. Where'd that fall come
This
from?
was not good.
Okay, 2 successes. Oh, you didn't roll with the actual gun. You may have got bonuses from your gun.
Oh.
Let's redo that for the sake of fairness. So let me remove the panic condition from you. And please re-roll, but use the gun. Target the token and use the gun. Because many guns, you were also at close, if you were on that side of the door, you'd gain a +2. So +2 for range, Liam. So right click on the rifle, or are you using the flamer?
I am going to use the refill.
Okay, so right click on the rifle, and under base modifier, put 2. And then roll! Okay, we've got 1 success and 1 panic. Your panic, however, is keeping it together. Let's roll that armor. I am going to reduce the armor due to the fact that he is in the gore. So he only gets the 3. No successes. That's 2 points of damage. Which is where you discover they have 10 health total. So, Liam, you step back, you're able to kick out, and you see it beginning to emerge out of the GNC like a demon birthed from a womb. It begins to break the film over the top of the blood-slick floor. You raise the rifle to your shoulder. It howls of anger. The human clone stock that builds it whines as a beam of hemopyric light strikes it, staggering it back towards the blood. You breathe. You've trained for this. You can do this. You've kept it together. Just. That is your turn, Liam. Katie. Lou can see Stinger in danger. The rupture strain is attacking him. The bullet skimmed off the shoulder. You are in an adjacent zone. What would you like to do?
I can try and help.
So have a look at the actions in Discord.
Oh, I don't have access to them.
They're in Discord. You're in the server.
I'm not in those channels.
How are you not in the Voidcall channel? We literally did that.
All I have is lore development and arts. Annoying.
Right, I've invited you in. You confuse me, woman. I don't get why that's working. But basically, what would you like to do? Describe it narratively, and we'll make the actions accommodate. What would Lou do?
Yeah, that's still not giving me access.
Okay, don't stress. Let's just do it this way. I'll send them to you privately.
What exactly is about to happen?
So, what you've seen is the rupture strain attack Stinger.
Yeah.
Your pilot has fired a shot and attempted to stagger it backwards, but the shot went wide, and now is stood there, frozen in terror and fear. That's what Lou can see.
He's gonna shout at them.
Try and distract it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a fast action, if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Make me a command check.
He doesn't have command.
You have the base stat of command. Or a manipulation, your choice.
Don't know even know.
Okay, 1 success and a panic. Lou, you begin to tremble.
I was already trembling.
Ah, well, now you got another. You begin to tremble, your body shaking slightly. What do you do to distract it? What do you shout?
I don't know. Like, he could either use his camera to distract him.
I've got one for you if you like.
What?
So as you turn, you see it moving towards it. Without trying to. It doesn't occur to you to try and think to save the pilot, Caspian. You go, fascinating! Live samples! And Lou starts to move a little closer. Please, sir, the spore tower is coming out of the stomach. It must have no need to... How does it sustain bio-life despite the heart having stopped? The spore tower must act as a vascular system for the remaining human. Are you still alive in there, sir? Mom? But you get no response because David domed the poor woman beforehand. So it's more Lou's thinking out loud, rambling at the thing as he moves closer to it.
Not only did I dome it, everybody else lit it up.
Yeah, it got fucking violated.
You say that as if it was a bad thing.
Alright, so that's one of your fast actions, Katie. You can do something else.
I don't know what the options are.
Just tell me narratively what you want to do.
He doesn't have weapons or anything, like...
Okay, let's check your character sheet. Let's see what you've got. You've got flares. You could fire a flare at it. Like, you've got a flare gun.
No, just stun everyone. And the smoke will go everywhere.
Sorry, say again?
Like, the smoke will go everywhere.
Smoke could be useful.
Yeah.
You've also got
necessarily
hard
a bad
liquor. If you set this up right, you could throw the liquor at it and fire the flare gun. Woomph! Pat's pretty experienced at fire in these campaigns. Get creative. Or you could just move into the zone and try and protect Pat. It's up to you. There's lots of...
At the bottom of the ladder, like...
Yeah, exactly, but you're one zone away.
I can move closer.
Okay, so you're going to move and try and block Pat. So you'd move into the next zone here.
Well, I don't know about being that close, but sure.
Well, again, it's done by zone. You can be anywhere in the room. So, Lou, you start saying, like, there must be a way that the bioform is suspended in a state of animation. Oh, if only we hadn't shot its head. I wonder if the brain remains active. And without even thinking, you've placed yourself between the bioform and Caspian in what appears to you, Pat, as an act of absolute heroism. As you fully protect, you step in the way, arms spread wide. Raptor strain. We now roll for it. It goes to grab at you, Katie, lashing out with its hands, but you step back, it rolled no successes, and go and slap its hand away. Limited motor function. Incredible, it must mimic synaptic nerves. That's its turn. Which then brings us to the final turn of the initiative. Down with you, Liam. Let's see what it does. Raptor strains, I think like every result for them is violent in one form or another. Pounce. Okay, Liam. It leaps across the chamber, grappling at your legs. Roll me an armor check. You only need one success. Oh, also, I am going to introduce, it's not a thing in this system, but I am going to, this system has a thing called personal agendas. Consider them your drives, like from Alien, yeah? So next session, I want to know your drives. Like, your drive could be survive at all costs, you know, the +2 modifier you got in Alien. One success, it goes to grab at your legs, Liam, but you lash out, your boot cracks it in the face and it skids slightly back down the ramp that you're backing up from. Because it did not hit, you do not drop anything, you do not make an immediate panic roll, and it does not then immediately resolve 4 points of damage as it beats you mercilessly on the ground. That's a lucky 6 right there. This all happens in the space of 6 seconds. Lou protects the pilot. The pilot fires his shot. Catalina? Valkyrie is thrown across the room, only to be protected by David, who fires a volley, sending the rupture strain staggering. Liam, it grabs at your ankles and tries to pull you back down into the abyss. Time passes. All of you are breathing heavy. I want one final roll for tonight's session. Everyone roll an air supply check, please.
Yep, time for me to die.
Only down by one. So
One down. Ooh, you're good, Liam. 2. Oh my god, why did you open your mouth, Gabe? 2
I
on
knew
Lou,
it, man. It's
2
like
on
snake
Gabe.
eyes every time. I'm dead. I have no air.
It doesn't die. It doesn't die. You don't die instantaneously, nor do you instantly get a void call associated. However,
But it's like just
Gabe,
my
you are beginning to suffocate. 1 second. So, as the first initial bouts of that combat take place, Gabe, as you hit the wall, you slump to the ground. You see the captain firing into the creature, sending it through the door. We fade from the captain to Gabe, all happening simultaneously. You pat at the back of your head, Gabe, feeling the dome helmet shift under your fingers. You panic as you hear the gunshots, and then you hear something worse. You hear hissing of escaping air. Your air supply has run out. You start breathing in your own air. You're drowning on carbon dioxide inside your own suit. That's what I mean by you don't immediately breathe the void call, you breathe in the suit's recyc, right? Now, Gabe, every turn or after any strenuous activity, you must roll a stamina roll. -1 after the first roll, then -2. If you fail, any failure to get a single success, you instantly drop to 0 and start rolling death rolls. Alright? You need to enter a pressurized airlock. You or someone can share their air supply with you, or you could try and find some on the ship. There are options. But you, Gabe, are very much on a time limit right now. So,
That's where this deck was about. It was all about killing me.
it wasn't intentionally.
No,
I just wanted to
like
introduce the
dice
core
radiation.
mechanics of Alien, so it had a bit of everything, you know? Except radiation, because
No, I
fuck
know.
radiation. And you guys already know how fire works. So, as Lou steps between the pilot and the rupture strain, as the captain fires one to the ground and Gabe scrabbles with his oxygen supply, desperately trying to reconnect a pipe into the nozzle, as Liam kicks the rupture strain back into the GNC, we stagger fade out from here, out from this small incursion into the solar system, into Yggdrasil. The Earth is gone. Humanity is no longer the dominant species in the solar system. Our technology is dead. All that remains is the laughter of Yggdrasil and what's left behind. We will pick up with this next Monday. Thank you all for an incredible opening session to Voidcall. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. We have been TattleTalesRPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Do you hear it? The Earth is gone. We destroyed it to stop something worse.
Come closer.
We failed. It doesn't speak. It makes you listen. Now humanity survives in fragments. Colonies, wreckage, salvage. And the places we were told never to go. You are not heroes. You are what's left.
We miss you.
Return.
We are still here.
Don't forget us. Do you hear the call?